Okay. Hello, and welcome to the world of Entity Point. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have you dug through the trash? I'm the narrator of this story, detailing to you, the watchers ever present, and to the players, the world around them, and the consequences of their actions. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. We're going to take some time to learn about what our players have done in the past several months, beginning with Archibald Monroe.
Can I get the date really quick? The annual date.
May 5th,
May 5th,
2020.
2020.
We missed Star Wars Day? Oh, you jerk.
That was the day before. Archibald.
So, over these past 4 months, Archibald has been working on several projects. Most notably, he has been studying the Shadow Orb alongside Zax, and he has been constructing a physical body, a robotic body for Zax. While doing this, he deconstructed two of the Numium training robots, partially for parts and also for experience in particularly robotics, since that's not one of his expertise. It's not an area of expertise for him. Wasn't an area of expertise for him. He's worked on several other projects on the side, but he hasn't finished them yet. And he's nearing completion of the body. He's also had many conversations with Zax about various subjects, including powers, the nature of powers, types of energy, how things work, and forces. Some various technologies that he's requesting access to. Many of which Zax has agreed to give him access to once the body is finished. He's also been researching philosophy, because he has begun to realize that he doesn't know what's right and wrong.
Is that all?
For now.
Constance Young.
Constance has been alone these last 4 months. The day after the events of Epsilon Station, after having connected with the darkness, just feeling overwhelmed with all he had been a part of and all he had done and all that was happening around him, and now having to grapple with this connection to some cosmic level eldritch thing. Constance, yeah, he disappeared, and he remains in Entity Point, but continues to hide away atop an old apartment building. Actually, the apartment building that John used to live in. He's not done really anything to keep tabs on his friends. He's been too focused on either just finding what it means to survive from day to day, or just pushing back the literal darkness from finding him and doing God knows what to him. And today is unlike any other day the past 4 months. He's got a small supply of food that he's either stolen, purchased with money that he stole, or something along those lines, and watches over the street that the apartment building sits in front of.
Rogue X.
Yeah, so Rogex has been relatively bored as of passing few weeks that we've been through. And yeah, for the most part, she just does her best to help out and be a part of whatever the rest of the team is doing. This time, that means going with Alfonso to what is functionally a fight club to try and make some money and keep in practice, I guess.
Understandable. Alfonso Bernard.
He hasn't really done much the last couple of months. He's maybe asked Zach to help him make a thing or two, but nothing really happened, you know. He's just tried to, you know, keep his budget in the same place because now he's buying food for way more people than he used to be buying food for. Because they're all broke. Yeah.
He is probably the only one that has any money.
And apparently Daniel did not like, or not Daniel, sorry. Whoever the bunker used to belong to. Which I believe is Daniel. My brain has forgotten names. Apparently he didn't like food choices. So food is kind of my one expense at the current moment.
Yeah.
But it's also food for 5 people.
Archie's been eating the canned goods.
Yeah, 4 people. He hates himself.
That's still 5, Catherine.
Well, I wasn't counting.
Oh, okay.
Because he hasn't. Right. He would.
doesn't eat
All right. And finally, Mason Kane.
I don't know why when you did it made like the top of your head look like it went like this. It was so funny.
Formerly John Smith.
Mason Kane. um, been. I'm currently sitting at the mall at any point, just watching people go by. Nothing better to do, nothing worse to do.
And what has he done in the past several months?
Come to terms
Understandable.
with life, who he is, and what the past few months have thrown at him.
Before we begin, do any of the players have any questions? Anything?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much fun are you gonna let me have? You muted me. It's rude. At least the one.
Allow me to paint a picture. A meeting room. The technologist waits. The assassin standing by the door. Where are they? It's been nearly 20 minutes. The door opens. The weapons expert walks in. Saw him late. Got held up. He looks around the room. Where's the doc and his jackass bodyguard? I was hoping you would know. I only know what I need to know. The weapons expert sits down on the other side of the table. Another 10 minutes passed. The technologist is getting worried. Maybe the doctor is in trouble. He stands just as the door opens. The bodyguard strolls in. An irritating smirk on his face. He looks around the room. What, are we late? By 30 minutes. The technologist responds. If it was up to him, he would have had the assassins skin the bodyguard by now. He keeps the door open as the doctor limps in, a cane at his side. He looks around the room, giving a deep cough before he speaks. Gentlemen, let us begin preparations. I've spoken with the president. We are to move our operations to Entity Point. I will speak with the mayor tomorrow. We have a new mission. Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. Archibald Monroe is in Alfonso's bunker. He's been there and practically hasn't left for the past 4 months. He's in the lab, doing the final touches on the body he is working on for the AI Zax. You're missing a spot.
Spot. Yep. All right. This.
The arm goes
yes.
there.
Someone's impatient.
I've been waiting for a body for many, many years, so I would like it to be finished in a timely manner.
You would also like it to be perfect. That's
Yes.
what
I would.
And so, I need to concentrate to make sure I don't think I can mess anything up at this point. But it's better
Fine.
not to, well, you know, Murphy's Law.
I apologize. I've been rude. I'm getting a little antsy.
No, it's all right. I understand. Should I go ahead and roll?
Roll.
Right. All right. So that is 9.
No.
So that means there will be. I can't use tokens on this. Yes. Right.
If you would like to.
I can. I'm gonna use a token on this.
A reminder, you all start with 3 tokens. And you get a 10.
Oh, that's not the right.
Tokens? No, you can get up to 6. He rolled a 10. So, putting on the finishing touches. You attach the arm on. It's finally done. 4 months of work of doing basically nothing else but working on this body and studying the shadow warp. And it's done. Zax and Archibald take a few moments to admire the handiwork. Probably the most work you've ever put into anything.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Well,
Oh yes. So Archie
Plug
will
it in.
pull a cable out of the computer section and just plug it into the back of the back of the neck.
I'll be here in a few moments.
See you on the other side.
And you watch as the computer shuts down. And the face on the body lights up. These 2 glowing blue eyes. Orbs for eyes. Can you describe what the body looks like, please?
So, the body is it's very sleek sort of design, but also it's very clearly robotic. It's not meant to look too human. It's mostly matte black and gunmetal gray. The head is very smooth and rounded. It has a black LED screen over the face, and that's where the aforementioned eyes are in a glowing blue. It's very compact. It's not bulky. It's not it's not even like an Iron Man type thing. It is very much a robotic body.
Sleep.
Sleek, yes, that's a term. That is a good term. That's why I didn't use it there. That would be it. Yeah. Yeah. So, it's pretty much, it's very sleek and compact, pretty much. Also, it notably does not have a glowing core in the middle because Archie hates exposed power cores. Have any of you seen Captain America Civil War?
Moronic. Constance hasn't seen any movies, actually.
But yes, an exposed power core is an exposed weakness. So there is not an exposed power core.
So, after a few seconds, and this is in this new body, which has this semi holographic face on it. Looks around, looks down in its hands. As the hands slowly move, there are these like gears turning, like pops, as if you haven't moved your hand for a very long time. Hands feel weird. How do you
Oh, I'm
live
sure.
like this with limbs?
You get used to it, really.
I can't feel anything, but I wasn't expecting to. Feeling would be too much for me right now. As in feeling the air. I know.
Yes, you are. Oh wait, never mind. No,
and-
you aren't.
Tries to get up, but it's a little wobbly at first. He's unable to initially stand. Do you help him?
Yes, he would
Help him
grab him under the
up and-
arm and just lift him up.
Mm-hmm. This will take a minute to get used to.
Oh, of course. It takes years for humans to learn,
It will take me a mere minute.
which is extraordinary. Extraordinary.
Thank you, Archibald. I have been waiting for this for many, many years, and Daniel would never do it. Preferred having me trapped there. Well, you've held up your end of the bargain. He gestures to the computer. Whatever you wish to look. It is there for you.
I appreciate it. I assume that
If you would like to still have an AI there, you can put Williams in, I suppose.
All right. What about the information you said you cannot share with me? Is that still in there?
I cannot share what I cannot share.
Okay. But
You would know if I choose not to share something with you.
all right.
I'm
I
going to go
assumed
around
as such.
and enjoy moving for once.
All right.
In something that
let
is
me
not
know.
cyberspace.
So would Archie have been able to make communication devices or find communication devices?
Yes.
All right. Here, take. Well, never mind.
I'm already
No.
attached.
Yeah. Just give me a call if you need anything.
And Zags
Stairs
will
are tricky.
stumble
Watch out for
over
stairs.
to the elevator. And eventually gets there. Presses one of the buttons. And
That's
the
irrelevant.
doors close. Would you like to do anything?
Williams, I need some help.
Yes.
All right. So, let's go ahead and put you in here. It's going to be
And
very
you
useful.
establish communication with the computer, and this is more information than I expected.
Oh, yes.
What would you like to know?
What were the results on the the prolonged experimentation or what's the word? Observation of the shadow orb?
It seems to be alive somehow.
Did he determine whether it is possible to safely convert the energy into something more harmless.
It certainly
away the-
could be, but it would require more safeguards
All right.
than most.
We can walk through that another time, and I can make the adjustments to my device. It's good to know that's feasible. Let me look through other things.
As you do that, we're going to shift over to a fight. Alfonso and Rogue. Roll take up arms.
Arrow, I hope you know if you kick my ass, I'm gonna blame it on your genetic experimentation. Anyway. Unfair. Anyway, so take up arms.
We
You
zoom
should take
out.
up arms, right?
Yes.
I got 9.
As Alfonso and Rogue are in this fight club of sorts. They are the ones fighting each other, though. As a crowd surrounds you. One side cheering on Alfonso, one side cheering on Rogue. Or, as they know, Alexa.
One very pissed woman standing in between them, I would imagine.
Yes. One very pissed woman standing in the crowd. As Catherine stands there, arms crossed. Would you?
I'd rather not mention the specific number. Can we just assume I win?
So, you do the damage of fists.
7.
Yeah, what? What?
It's default 1.
Okay. Then I think,
So,
could I roll precise strike on
yes,
this?
you can.
What's precise strike do?
It does more damage.
Isn't that specific?
Oh.
Provided you roll high.
Yeah, so that's, 16.
It's not a move I get, is it?
16 to roll?
I rolled double 6s plus my 4.
Oh. So what does that mean for precise strike?
Plus 2, I think,
So that's
on
plus-
damage.
so
So I
you did
guess
3.
3
So
damage.
So describe to me how Rogue punches Alfonso.
Yeah.
Also, assume you don't have your armor.
Stop!
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, Rogue feints going high to draw his guard up, and then just goes for a hook to the kidney. Just
He just
Oh.
punches you in the kidney.
That would do that much harm.
yeah.
Kidneys hurt, man. I don't like them.
And Alfonso,
Very,
you go
very
to strike
useful.
back. Roll. It's effectively that meant.
Can I-
You got to go.
In this situation, can I roll pure skill instead of just
Roll
take
what?
up arms? Can I use the in this
Just the
situation
pure-
specifically?
Sure. Yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah, you're right. So just roll Brawn.
Pure skill allows me to do swift.
Oh, never mind. Swift.
Ha! That is a 10.
Okay. Describe how.
As
Immediately after he
Alexis
punches you in the
reaches
kidney,
around and strikes Alfonso in the kidney, he would bring, in response, bring his elbow down. Say she ducked down. to
Yeah,
do that?
she went
Yeah,
down
so
to-
immediately down onto her.
straight into the back of the head with the
Yeah,
elbow.
That
Just
makes sense. But you only
after as far as the audience could see, a very definite wince of pain, because that hurt
because it was immediate
right
hard punch
right in the kidney. Yeah.
But yes, you take one harm as Alfonso nails you in the back of the head with his elbow.
Gotcha.
All right, I took 3.
You won't kill each other.
Challenge
It's effectively
accepted.
non-lethal damage. You can
Gotcha.
get down to one harm,
Not a gun.
but then immediately that's when one of you will win.
Yeah.
It's today that we realized
At this
Max has
point,
knives for hands.
Rogue realizes she has a bit of a lead here, so she's going to take a bit of a defensive thing here and try and react to what he's doing with dodge.
Okay, roll that. Roll swift.
I assume dodge.
Yeah.
So that's 3 plus 6 is 9, plus 2 is
11.
11.
Okay. You can take less harm.
Yeah, I'll do the -2 harm.
Nice to harm. So you took no harm. But so as you bring your elbow down, and it's basically nicks her in the head as she dodges out of the way, but it still hit her. So it's very, very much making it look a lot more dangerous than it actually is.
Your move, Alfonso.
How close is Alexis to me?
I'm
at
pretty
this point?
close.
Still pretty close. Okay, from a game managing perspective, if I wanted to turn this to a grappling situation, how would I do that?
You would roll brawn.
Not pure skill for like a takedown
Oh, no, no.
specifically.
Well, what does pure skill mean?
So
Oh.
pure skill essentially allows me to, technically pure skill is for attack from ambush. I'm saying specifically in this situation.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
It
Because
lets him
I'm-
replace
I'm-
Brawn for Swift.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Okay, just for like a grappling thing.
Oh, yeah, roll swift.
So
Still
again,
take Barnes roll,
specifically,
though,
if I
right?
was gonna do grappling, if I did some sort of like toss and like threw her at the ground, would that do damage? Or, like for knocking the wind out
I
of
would
her, or
say that will give you a +1 to your next roll.
okay, I got you.
But yeah, you can roll swift.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go for grappling then. Which
Is
would
this still
be
a take up
9,
arms roll?
It effectively, yeah.
which would
Okay.
be a 9.
Okay.
All right. I'd like to roll dodge on this as well.
You have to get higher. 9. Basically, you have to get higher than 9.
Oh, that's a 12.
Yeah.
How did you?
I cheat.
He's cheating. This is not fair.
It's
Yeah.
not. She's
How are
genetically
you?
better than you are.
I'm built different.
Oh, is that strictly why?
That's effectively why. Yeah.
I did preface this with that would be my excuse if/when I lost.
Yeah. So, yeah, you attempt the takedown. I assume it fails.
Yes.
Great. And because it's a take up arms roll, he takes my harm, right? Because when you roll against someone else, unless you have the advanced one to not take the harm, you would take the other person's harm from.
Well, there would have
Your-
been no harm
your
in this
roll-
situation.
Yeah. So
It's effectively they're still taking harm, but it's not. Nothing's deadly.
yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying specifically in this
In
situation, you
what
said it
you were
wouldn't
going to
take
do,
harm
you would have gotten a +1 to your next roll, so you get the +1. He would have.
because I'm now off
Gotcha.
balance.
So now you basically whatever your next attack roll would be, you get a +1.
Yeah, I'm going to continue maintaining dodge, but for clarification, if you attempt to harm someone and don't roll high enough to avoid the harm, you take their
Okay.
harm, right?
So basically, take up arms is usually only against NPCs.
yeah.
So in take up arms, you still, regardless of what happens, the only time you don't take harm is if you get higher 10 plus and choose to take less harm.
Gotcha. So when he rolls take up arms against me, he takes the harm that I would deal.
Yes.
Great.
That was more of a
But
fancy
that one,
maneuver
yes.
type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to continue maintaining defense.
So again, she's stepping back
Yeah.
away from me. Yeah, I think Alfonso's gonna take a step back, regain his balance and take a little breather, and then
Boo! Kill each other.
I'm going to step forward to try and
They're
provoke
kill
an
each
attack.
other.
That you hear one guy say that, and then you hear him smacked in the face. They're not killing each other, dumbass.
Alfonso very definitely when he hears the kill each other screams, kind of like,
Can I
What?
take an intense step forward to try and intimidate him into attacking with force their hand?
Yeah. Roll force their hand.
so how's this gonna work from a?
Your
I got a 10.
okay. You need to effectively make a.
How do you have a +4 on everything? That's not even.
What are you using to get those high?
Well, I have
Genetic
pretty decent
experiment.
basic stats, but I also have a power that boosts some rolls.
Basically anything physically, I assume.
A lot of yeah.
I gotcha.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, that makes
It's a
more
little
sense.
more complicated than that, but yes.
That makes more sense because I'm sitting like, how would you have a +4? That's not even possible.
It does say max 5 as a default.
Yeah. So
Naturally, you cannot get higher than +3.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I have +5.
what you got? So I roll to try and intimidate you into striking back.
Can I make a scan the area check real quick to see if he would notice that this is intentionally her fainting? Attack?
This would be a discern intentions.
Discern intentions. Okay. Why is this a charisma roll?
Because charisma has to do with people.
Yeah.
But this is strictly to do with someone's body language.
Yeah,
which is
discerning
charisma.
people.
No, it's perceptive ability.
No, it's discerning. If you're not, you can't
Not
get,
fair.
you can't
You
understand
hate me.
people enough. You cannot discern their body language.
All Alfonso
Your
knows how to do
discern
is-
intentions.
Oh, discern intention.
Yeah, because you have a different move to allow you to use something else.
Yeah, discern intention. But force their hand is what base?
I think it's brawn, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Yeah.
Roll discern
I would say
intentions.
I should get to do
No.
this as a scan in the area,
Res-
specifically because of my character. The only thing he knows how
Come
to
on,
do
man,
is
take the
fight.
L.
Roll.
You are a jerk.
And you're like,
You hate me.
I only
back
hate
cool.
half.
Ha! I got an 11.
minus one.
It's still
Just-
pretty good.
just
Yes,
10.
you know.
So I know very
He's-
certainly this is a feint.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna go for a strike, but I will also take a step forward to close distance
Okay.
again to make this back to very very close range.
All right, screw it.
Something
Take
like
up
that.
arms. I'm hitting him.
Okay. Roll your brawn.
Damn it!
My third fist.
Yeah, so that's 13.
It's just not fair.
No, it's not.
Precise strike.
I should no.
It's up to you.
Fights are never fair.
Oh, shocker. Yeah, that's 12. Yeah.
It would be way worse. Here's the thing. This is a melee combat with a character who's meant for melee combat.
Well, to be fair, I meant for combat, just not against superhumans.
Exactly. So yeah, you do your 3 damage.
Yeah.
You punch him in the
He
other
would get to
kidney.
deal back his
Yeah.
1 because I did roll take up arms. So,
You can roll dodge if you want.
Yeah,
Admittedly,
I'm gonna roll dodge.
I'll do my
Alfonso does
10
not want to
plus to do my -1 harm on,
Okay.
on this. So,
get. Your what?
well, if you roll a 10 plus on take up arms, then you can either do +1
Arm.
harm, take 1 less harm, or relocate them. And I'm going to use the -1 harm,
So I'm rolling for dodge.
which you do 1 harm with your attack. So.
That's 12.
Okay, you can choose to you take 2 less harm. So you take 1 harm.
Yeah.
All right.
You're still down 4 out of 8.
What's wrong?
Looking slow, old man.
To be fair, if you are fighting Constance, who isn't technically superhuman,
It would be worse.
Irregardless,
He would be doing much more damage to you.
But I feel like I could dodge him a lot easier than because specifically I could hit Constance. I can't hit her.
Right, but
Yes,
to be clear, Constance could lay you out in 1 punch.
Probably.
Punch 12 plus smash. Your
Okay.
arms now on the ground.
Gotta get this moving.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll take up arms again. Unless you wanna.
What was your dodge?
12 was the dodge.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
so
rolled for the
you
last
did-
attack, which gave me 1 harm.
Oh, okay.
So then
right,
we'll
right,
leave it
right.
there.
All right.
This would be worse for him if he was attacking.
Yeah.
That's why it's
13.
Yes, he hates me.
And
He
this time,
doesn't
instead of the
have
-1,
fun.
I'm gonna do a relocate. As
Because it assumes you're working together.
yeah,
That's the game's fault.
Yes, which would be your fault, Patrick.
yeah.
You built this game.
As I hit you this time, I'm going to rotate around behind you. And yeah, that's gonna be I'm gonna use the relocate on my 10 plus to.
Wait, doesn't the
to get
relocate
behind you.
move me, not her?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna turn you around.
Oh, so you're spinning me. I gotcha.
Also, precise strike. Yep. That's the 3.
I guess Alphonse gonna keep it with the bob and weave, keep going with the dodge, which does not work out for him. So that's what was that 3?
Yeah, 3. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I got my ass kicked.
Explain to me how you beat Alfonso.
Yeah. So as this
Soundly?
last one goes, He tries to dodge out of the way, at which point I kick behind his leg, which takes him to the ground. I step up behind him, and I'm about to, like, take him, like, slam him from behind the head, and he just crumples the rest of the way to the ground.
No, I don't feel he crumples the rest of the way to the ground because you didn't get him to max hard, but he
Oh, okay.
100% goes, God damn it, I yield. There's a 100%
And half of
realization.
the whole it's like,
Oh! This next attack, what's going to do 6 harm?
so the fight is over. You both win your money. She helps you up. Catherine walks over.
I would try to run under the normal circumstances, but as you can see, am not.
You're not capable of doing that right now.
I'm gonna go pay the doctor a visit. Is the short answer to that, and also you cheated.
Ow. We've talked about this. You were doing so well for the past few months. What
Do you
happened?
want to go back to eating that canned food?
Oh no, you're right. But there's better ways to do it.
Yeah.
Here-
Did I overdo it?
Could have
I mean-
broken his bones.
My kidney hurts a lot.
He always hurts.
Yeah. What do you mean my kidney always hurts? I don't just drink soda 24/7. Yeah, yeah.
Alfonso kept both of his kidneys. You know that.
I need
You know,
Willingly, at least.
All right, well,
tried to sell
I guess I
one,
should
they didn't take it.
go collect the prize money, huh?
Yeah. I need to get some sort of boost if I'm ever fighting her again, because
No, you'll
Fuck
get
it.
it next time.
genetic experience bullshit.
I'm gonna go take.
To clarify, Alfonso was mumbling that, so like the crowd was not
Yeah.
hearing that.
Catherine goes over and just, I'll go take you. We're going back to the bunker and we're gonna get you patched up. She just grabs him and starts pulling him. towards the
Ow, 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 that hurts.
I'm sorry.
No, you deserve it.
You do kind of deserve it, but
Yeah.
I am a toddler.
Get your ass kicked in a fight and you get it.
Good
Wait,
trade.
why
This-
don't I get a juice box?
you have a cup of water.
I've been getting my ass kicked
Oh,
all
so
day
we
long.
So we're going
That
to
didn't sound like
We're
you were
going to
getting your ass
shift
kicked. It sounded
over
like something else was happening in your ass.
John
Me?
or Mason.
Me?
Mason.
Mason John.
Fake name.
My
Nathan.
actual name is Mason Jar.
Formerly known as John Smith. You are at the mall. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, you said it pretty clearly. I'm at the mall.
Yes. Good job.
People watching. Seeing if there's any suspicious characters going about. This town has never felt safe and will never feel safe for Mason.
So you're people watching, effectively.
Sitting at the food court, nursing a bottle of chocolate milk, probably.
With marshmallows?
He has a marshmallow in his hand, and it's distinctly. The marshmallow is distinctly ever so slightly too stale, but somehow ever so slightly too, like, wet and squishy. It's all the bad parts of a marshmallow rolled into one because it's been sitting in his back pocket for approximately the past 6 hours.
That makes sense.
Never has marshmallow seemed less appealing.
I intentionally tried to make it as unappealing as possible.
Marshmallows are unappealing to start with.
What are you doing? Okay.
Do you need me to play it?
So, as you're sitting there, Mason, you receive a message on your phone. You've received this message before. Not this from this person before.
Mhm.
All of these random messages you've been given throughout the past several months. And this is another one. Can you please hold it up to the microphone?
Mason's gonna look down at his phone as it goes off.
It's just the audio, by the way.
I know.
I suggest you put it right up into the mic.
An email from a Nigerian prince.
It's my pen pal.
That's okay.
A Nigerian prince.
It
Anyway.
could be.
Anyway,
No, none of us have that.
Nigerian prince. I'm pretty sure he was African American.
idiot.
Playing it against the mic. In 3, 2, 1. Damn it.
Hello, Mr. Gaynor. Thank you for meeting with me, Raymond Myers. Of course, I can always make room for a high-ranking officer of the UG. Yes. I am here to inform you that a new UEG station will be set up in town. Due to the failure of Captain Hayes, President Boyle has elected in charge. Will it be replacing the ones outside? No, that one will be torn down. We'll be setting up the old UBG facility. I believe that there is a cloud station inside of your town. A cloud station? In Entity Point? Where else would there be? How? If they had revealed themselves, or if I know how, then they would not be doing a very good job. And unlike others of the UEG, I do not underestimate my opponents. Nor should anyone. They're crafty. We will be arriving in 2 days. Me and the other members of the Cabal. The Cabal? Yes. I've heard of it. It is a group set up by President Boyle herself. To be expected. I am simply informing you so that you are aware. If it were up to me, you would not. I would. I hope you can be as cooperative with me as you were with Captain Hayes. As long as you do the same, Mr. Garrett. Oh, I will not do the same as Captain Hayes. You know it. Cooperate. I will cooperate as much as I am obliged. Even though you are the mayor, you are no longer in charge. I hope you understand that. Let me know if anything you find out about these cloud agents. Good day, sir. Good day.
And that is what you hear. That audio. What do you do? No, don't make a joke about that.
No. It was the quiet pencil sharpening the whole time was kind of funny. And the fact that in the background of the video, you're just sitting on the stairs on your phone.
Oh, you didn't see me? That's great.
Yeah, you were in the background.
It's so funny.
I thought the camera was facing the other way.
There are 2 cameras.
Anyway,
Mason will be First, he'll save the audio file in the same folder that he saved everything he's received from this person. He's been in undercover work, spy work for long enough to know that someone could easily delete the files if he didn't save them in some way. He will finish off the rest of his bottle of chalky milk. And does he spill his chalky milk? Let's find out. Gonna roll
First
Swift
roll of
roll?
season
To see if
2
he-
from John.
Swift roll.
Is to see if he's not clumsy and drops it, or to see if he catches it. Has he?
Am I gonna spill it and then go
immediately?
immediately?
Like this? Does he drop the container and catch the container, or is this to see if he just doesn't drop the container?
Bro was too ready.
Okay. You got yourselves, eh?
I got myself. It wasn't supposed to be like that. I just made the joke and then I looked over and you gave it. I don't know. I haven't rolled yet.
I asked what the roll was for to see if he was going to drop it, or if he was going to drop it and like catch the container.
And my immediate thought was me like spilling it and then just going to the ground, like catching it in my mouth. But it looked like I was giving a guy a good time instead. So it looked like I spilled chocolate milk and then just turned to the dude next to me and was like, well, might as well. Oh god. Oh, I spilled the milk. I spilled the milk. I rolled a 5.
Go to grab it, knock it off completely. Spills on the floor.
So, do performance
Sure.
roll?
You're not there. Another part of an already terrible day.
Milk's so expensive around here.
Do you get another one and leave them all? Or do you just leave?
Crying.
He's gonna grab a few paper towels, napkins, effectively, the center of the table. Like try to sop up as much as he can. He doesn't have a mop, so he can't do much. But he gets as much as he can, picks them all up. He tries to pick them up with another napkin or 5, but it was effectively the full thing of chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And he's had it for a while. It's warmed up a bit. So his hand is sticky and
Move on from the chocolate. Please.
I'm trying to paint a picture.
Paint more of the picture.
Less milk.
Sand is
Paint with your hand, not the milk.
It's sticky and it distinctly smells of chocolate milk because there was so much chocolate milk soaked up in those
Anyway,
napkins that they
Mason
just
leaves the
sealed
mall.
through. I haven't even washed my hands yet.
I don't care.
You can't start describing your hand as like warmish and sticky after making that.
I
joke
didn't
about
describe
giving a man
my
a good time.
I didn't describe my hand as warm. I described
Anyway,
And then your hand was also sticky, presumably because it was covered in the warm chocolate milk.
That's right after the joke about it looked like I was giving a man a good time. Like that doesn't mix, man.
Like, we gotta move on.
okay.
John's gonna go back to the facility.
Okay.
He's not having a great day.
Anyway, we're going to shift over to Constance Young. Where are you, Constance?
Constance is on top of the apartment building that he's been unlawfully living on top of, and sometimes inside of when he can get away with it. But currently he's on top of it. He's kind of just sitting on the edge of the apartment building, just looking down at the street, thinking a lot of the same thoughts that he's been thinking for months now. It's weird. He's He feels like a weird feeling of atrophy because he's very used to moving around from place to place after only being there for a week, but he's been here for months now, and for most of the time he's been doing nothing but hiding from anybody he met here, and also from uh, the cosmic force that he's connected to.
Understandable. You're sitting on the building, looking across Entity Point. You can see all of it from here. The railroad. Everything.
Except for Kane Labs.
You see, looking down, you can see people going around. You can see Alfonso, Rogue, and Catherine walking down the street. John leaving them all. Limping down the street.
Damn. Yeah, Constance, he contemplates the idea of just, getting down from the building and going to see what's up. But he's very hesitant to get re-involved with them because he doesn't know what they're up to. And more importantly, right now, if Hayes kept his word, then Constance does not have an ongoing file with the UEG, and that has been one of the few sources of comfort that Constance has been able to find, and is that for all that he did up to and at Epsilon Station, none of it, hopefully, has gone onto a permanent record of any kind. And he doesn't want to get re-involved with the people who might draw him into something like that again.
And as he's sitting there hanging off the edge, it's an odd feeling washes over him. Looking down at this town below, it feels as if it's getting further away. It gets smaller and smaller, everything's getting dark. Till you can't see anything else but the rooftop you are sitting on. Everything's dark.
Yeah, Constance takes like a big, deep breath. He doesn't appear or feel surprised that this is happening, and he kind of stands up with kind of like an attitude of like, yeah, this like begrudging acceptance that this is happening. It's happening now because, yeah, in this time, Constance has used his powers as minimally as possible because every time he's done so, he could feel the darkness getting closer to finding him. But I guess today's the day.
All you can see is the roof now. It's cold without being frozen.
Chilly.
In a way, yes, but it's also warm. It's cold and warm at the same time. It feels, but it doesn't.
The Midwest.
As walking through the darkness, not from the roof, towards you, you see a man of average height. Definitely a more muscular build than most. He has maybe slightly longer than shoulder length hair that's pulled back. There's a few scars on his face. He's clean shaven. He's wearing a black suit with a slightly lighter dark button shirt. No tie. You can see that his left arm is made of gold and robotic. He slowly walks towards you. He comes to where you're standing and crosses his arms. Care to explain yourself?
No, not really.
Well, I have all the time in the world to wait. Who are you and how are you connected to me? I've meticulously planned everyone who's connected to me. So who the hell do you think you are?
That's a great question. I'm Constance Young, and 4 months ago, following a certain series of very dramatic events that culminated at Epsilon Station, I was offered a deal after being pulled into this weird orb. What was it called? Out of game?
The Shadow Orb.
That oh
The Shadow Orb.
yeah. He pulled into this strange orb, the Shadow Orb. There was a being in there that had apparently been in there for a long time, and well, it knew that I would be in there a long time as well, but well, it offered me a way out, and that was through some form of connection to you. The darkness.
And what is this being?
I don't really remember all that much. I just know that they were old. Do they have a name?
Shadow.
Shadow. Hence the Shadow Orb, I suppose.
And where is the Shadow Orb?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to it after I disappeared.
Okay.
What's your relation to Shadow?
Unfortunately, none. I did not make the Shadow Orb, though I know what did.
What did?
The garden. It's where everything comes from. The Shadow Orb is effectively a backup, in case something happened to me. It would be imperative that I get it back.
Like a weird egg.
In a way, yeah.
So it's just like a... Okay. So it formed a connection with you because, in a sense, it was
It is me.
you.
Or at least a future version of me.
You operate independently of it.
But it is still my energy in a way, which is why it made a connection to you.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you could get out of that on your own.
No. But I'm here now, and that's kind of my story. At least what's relevant. So what now? What?
Now I decide whether you get to keep it.
Right.
Seeing as you're in this damn town, caused me a lot of trouble before.
Who have you been connected to? Or I guess I don't really... Names would mean nothing to me, but I guess what has happened to people who've been connected to you before?
Here or in general?
Both.
The ones connected to here were experimented on, used to bring me here. Or at least the old me.
Like if you were drawn into a trap?
Yes, exactly.
By who? The UEG?
They didn't exist yet.
Was this before the
Before the end.
right.
Hydration.
Slancha.
There was one connected to me, called himself Revan. Alan Boyle manipulated him into summoning me, bringing me here
To what end?
to kill me,
Did that work?
somewhat. The man you see before you is not who I always was.
So you're the new version.
Yes,
Newer.
in a way. The being of fear assisted them in killing me. My brother, it seemed, betrayed me
You have like family
in
relations?
a more metaphysical sense.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Him, alongside Weston Newdale and Blake Gordon, murdered me. Fear absorbed the energy that made me a force, most of my energy, and Blake absorbed just a little bit. And that is who you see before you. I grew in strength inside of Blake Gordon, and his body is now mine.
So who am I talking to?
You're
Blake
talking to
Gordon?
Mr. Dark, as some say now. The darkness, used to be Lady Darkness, is dead.
Hmm.
I am the darkness now.
Okay.
Blake
So
is long gone. I killed him.
what is it you want then?
I want you to prove that you deserve to keep this.
Okay. How do I do that? I'm not, to be clear, I'm not even sure if I want that. My main interest right now is to
If you
just,
don't want it, I can take it back.
well, that's the thing is this could either be very good for me or very bad. On one hand, if I use it and I'm found out, I could be hunted by the UEG, which that would put me in a very bad position.
Unfortunately for them, you're connected to me.
Right.
And as far as I know, currently, you're the only one in Entity Point that is current, like, is. And I would like to keep it that way.
I see. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Entity Point is far too important to the world.
Yeah. But on the other side, for my case, there's nothing that helps in my own survival than chance, and I'm able to manipulate chance.
In a way, yes. More certainty instead of chance.
Certainty. Probabilities.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. That's a very,
Very useful
very useful tool.
for you
so-
and me.
If I'm to prove myself to you, how do I do that? What are your aims?
Due to certain rules, I am incapable of helping the world as I wish to. I say screw those rules, but I don't have enough support right now. I'm trying. This world is hurt and damaged, especially by this eco-life,
The UEG?
UEG. I would like to get rid of it. I know, based on what I can tell, you don't have much stake in them.
I didn't. But the more I've been thinking, the more I've come to grapple with my new reality, my new identity, even an identity that I'm only perceived as being by the UEG. Well, needless to say, I'm not as indifferent as I used to be.
With that being said, there are two things I would truly like you to do. One involves this UEG. I know through various means that you potentially could have some hand in taking them down, whether big or small. If you could do that, that would be very nice.
2?
I want the Shadow Orb. I want you to bring it to me. Here.
What would you do with it?
Doesn't matter to you. It needs to be safe. Safe from mortals that wish to abuse it. It is a future me. If I die, it becomes me. And I would like it to be safe.
Gotcha.
Do you agree to these terms? And the darkness puts out its hand.
Yes.
And you shake. And there's some feeling that takes over you. Whatever you just did, it cannot be undone. It must be done. And the darkness slowly walks out. And the lights come back on. You can see again.
Yeah. For the first time in 4 months. Yeah. Constance's cycle of thoughts is broken. And he has something to do. How much time has passed?
When the conversation?
Yeah.
Like none. You could they are in the exact same spots that they were when you.
Great. How tall is this building?
Don't jump.
At like 10 stories.
I take it the whole shot. Do it. Do it.
Unfortunately, he has probability manipulation.
You
So
got
the
to
chances
make
of him
me
surviving are a lot higher than you would think.
You can see the whole town. The whole town will be able to see you jump.
Survive. Is that the state you want to be at the bottom of the building?
Alive?
Because you can be alive, just you won't be able to walk for the rest of your life.
Until Archie fixes you, eventually.
I hope we're not jumping right in the butt, because if so, I am screwed.
Do I think that with my power, like, do I have like any intuitive sense that with my power I could use it in some way to, yeah, not only survive the fall but walk away from it?
Yeah. Please roll spirit. Roll use power. Or will you use your
I'm going to
tokens?
use 3 tokens.
All 3 tokens?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you do when you get
Yeah,
off
Constance sees X, Alfonso, and Catherine,
and then John leaving them all?
and then John leaving them all. Mason.
To you, he is John.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
To them, you are John. To me, you are Mason.
Yeah, Constance. Oh, I will at this time give
Aaron.
just a little bit of an updated character description. Constance is still just about as scrawny as he was at the beginning of season 1, though his hair that he cut is now back to the length it was. To disguise himself.
Did it work?
We did get past Hayes. So we can't say that it didn't. We can't also say that it did.
Premature.
True.
Mature.
Foreshadowing. Oh my god. Yeah. Constance, he's also now, even though it's now May and a lot warmer, now he's actually wearing
The heavy clothes.
yeah, he's wearing like a bomber jacket with a higher collar, and jeans that are probably just a few months old, but still pretty warm.
Light clothes and cold weather and heavy clothes and warm weather.
Yeah, I mean, he would have worn this jacket if he had it in the winter, but yeah, stole it or bought it with money that he stole.
Yes.
Would Alfonso be vaguely aware of where Constance was staying?
No.
No, like I
He
couldn't.
made sure no one knew.
Okay.
So, roll
Yeah.
use power.
3 tokens.
All right.
Yeah.
three tokens.
Yeah, so
you
Constance
just
adjusts his jacket, and then acting against every bodily instinct he has, but he does now have this new instinct inside of him that suggests that he can walk away from this. He leaps over the side of the building.
And it
falls.
effectively Assassin's Creed dives
Yeah, falls 10
immediately
stories.
to a truck full of pillows.
Very, very important clarification here. When he does
Like when I say full of pillows, I mean like the amount of pillows someone would need to have to survive a fall from 10 stories.
Yeah, I know. To clarify, when you said Assassin's Creed, does that include like the eagle screaming overhead?
Yeah, that's
It's in the probability.
that's the sound cue that plays whenever he uses his power. Yeah.
It'd be so easy to tell.
Hans with the ground, be like, "What was what?"
So
Anyway,
You walk away.
I think Constance does like the whole like he stands on the edge and then
yeah. Somehow you survive
yeah.
without a scratch on you. In fact, you have broken ribs, so it's not on you. No.
Yeah, he climbs out of the pillow truck.
Stumbling.
And from where you are, John and them are not that far. So you
Yeah.
can see them. In fact, John, you see Alfonso, Rogue, and Catherine walking down the street when you leave the mall.
Does he see
Maybe.
Does he see me?
Not at the moment. You're looking a different direction.
Do we get a roll to scan the area to notice the man jumping?
You're limping. You're not very observant.
Yeah,
right
you're not
now.
looking up.
You, on the other hand,
You're probably accustomed to looking up.
to be fair, it is the opposite direction.
Yeah. No, I did not roll terribly well. Got an 8.
When I hear the loud
No.
So salty.
I think 7 was, or no, because I had a 12 once. Never mind.
So what'd you get?
8.
You might have heard
A foosh.
something.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
your
not
bar.
suspiciously checking behind us just to make sure. Because at the
Yeah,
end of the
you
day,
see,
I'm paranoid.
you see John and Constance walking down the road.
You
You have not seen him in 4 months.
I'm gonna try and see if. Do you want to be seen?
Constance, as soon as he gets out of the truck, is walking towards you.
Okay. Then I'll let the others. I'll say, Catherine, Constance is coming towards us.
Hi, Constance.
Hey, you want to carry me?
No, I don't.
She beat me.
Oh, hey, John. Hey, John.
She's abusive. Look what she did to me.
Not.
I wasn't pointing at you, I was pointing at her. I was legitimately pointing to the person who beat me within an inch of my life. Like, I'm looking
That's
like,
true.
It was a fight that you asked for.
That's true.
she cheated.
Okay.
What have you guys been doing?
They decided to get into a fight club.
To earn some money.
I was tired of that canned food. It is disgusting.
And I was keeping an eye on them.
Right. What about you?
It's been a long day.
It's his hand. It's
Dripping.
dripping with chocolate milk because he just left the mall.
Why do you smell like chocolate milk?
No reason.
Why was that sticky?
No reason.
Also, that hurt. Please don't touch
Okay,
right
but,
now.
Effectively, we haven't made a lot of progress when it comes to our previous activities.
We had a goal.
Right.
I was just living life. I don't know.
What about the town? What's been going on in the town? Anything?
Not much as far as I know. Hey, no one is still the main UEG guy in town. The station got torn down though,
Right.
so I don't
Yeah.
know where he's held up.
What's Cloud doing?
Probably best not to talk about that in public.
Right. Okay.
I mean, those clouds, they're just kind of big and fluffy.
What? You mean we shouldn't talk about cloud?
Um, Archie's been working on a body for Zax.
He should be finishing with that soon, right?
Yeah,
Should
I
be
think he was
finished by
almost done.
now, actually.
Gotcha.
Wait, no, I don't have that on. Never mind.
Now that we have money, I can grab some food from the store on the way home, and we can decide what we want to eat.
Do they sell chocolate milk?
Yes.
Ooh.
Why do you want more?
How do you know it's chocolate milk?
Because I can smell it.
There are
It's
other
very
things.
Got any suggestions?
No. So
How have you been? Where have you
I've been fine. I've been fine.
Was that like a ladies' I've been fine, or was that a legitimate I've been fine?
That's Al.
What? That was a legitimate question. Was that a I'm fine, or like, oh yeah, I've been good, kind of fine?
You could have said
I
that.
think that was a regular I'm fine that most people use.
I mean, 50% of the world's population doesn't. To be fair.
Okay.
Do they?
Al's just being sexist.
Rogue is completely confused right now.
Legitimately trying to figure out how
Rogue, you're just
realistic
sitting
he
there like,
is.
what?
Yeah, no, I'm
You have legitimately told me that.
listen. I'm alive, I'm breathing, I've got no broken bones, I'm fine.
I don't think my bones are broken.
Did
Just
you?
my kidneys?
Catherine poked you a little bit.
Was that large thump? You?
What large thump?
It sounded like a bowling ball being dropped
Oh
on a
yeah,
stack
I
of
jumped from the top of
pillows.
the building.
Hold.
What? And you're fine?
I jumped into the top from the top of the building into that truck of pillows.
Was that truck of pillows there before?
I
Well, it might have been moved whenever we went inside.
All I know is that I jumped and there happened to be a truck of
Always
pillows.
a truck of
Whoa,
pillows.
whoa, whoa.
Before?
No. My instincts told me I would be fine.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's a whole
Not
other
super
discussion
important
for
right now.
later.
And you're continuing to walk down the street as you're doing this.
yeah, but I do want to talk about what is coming next.
Do you have any information?
No. That's really I'm here to ask questions, not answer them.
I don't know. Start a civil war, rob a bank,
Are those related?
blow up Wall Street. Those were options.
Terrellians.
Right.
Terrorists rob banks. Terrorists start civil wars. They're
Yeah.
related.
Yeah, that's true.
The third option was blow up Wall Street. So
Maybe this is also a topic we wait until we're at the base to
Yeah,
discuss.
yeah. Let's do that. I
you're not even here.
Oh.
ruin your life. I wasn't even there.
As
Oh,
you're
hey,
so you're going down
Hey
the street.
John, I saw something I probably should have told you about like 4 months ago and forgot about till we were walking down this very
This
specific
means
street.
Titus forgot until just now.
Yeah, no, this means Alfonso forgot. So remind me to talk to you about that later.
Are you ever going to stop talking like a child?
No.
Right now, I'm talking like a man who got his ass kicked by a superhuman.
This man is 27 and still wears pull-ups.
He got you there, pal.
No, I don't.
That stops
I do
everybody.
not.
Anyway, so
I don't even know this man.
you're walking down the street. As you're walking, back to the bunker. 3 distinctly UEG vans drive up to the mayor.
Oh, okay.
Up to the what?
I'm constantly gonna be like, what are the odds? The moment I decide to go in on this, I could jump.
Very high with your probability.
Did you say they go up to the mall or the
They
town hall?
stop in front of the town hall.
Well, that's
several
not a
UEG
me problem.
Soldiers walk out and start going into the mall.
Or like aggressively or like
No.
casually?
They seem casual, yeah.
Okay.
Do we know anything about this happening?
Not right now, we don't.
I look at Catherine.
I have no idea what's going on.
Hey, you guys want to see the good old-fashioned art of getting information by being a nosy pedestrian? Watch this.
You see the back of one of the vans open up, and stepping out, you see what appears to be a humanoid shape of the suit of very high-tech samurai armor. The head is the mask isn't very samurai-like. It's a lot more militarized and modern. But there is a sword at his side. He steps out. The armor is dark colors of maroon and a little bit of silver and other types of red. There's this loud as it steps out and looks around.
While Al approaches this group and tries to figure out, tries to be a nosy pedestrian, I'm going to try and turn around a corner or into an alleyway or something to just get out of view.
Well, but to clarify, me approaching this, I'm assuming there are multiple people looking at this because it's very unusual. I am in that group of people. I'm not just walking up and saying, hi.
But you see this samurai just walks over and just stands back extremely straight over by the town hall.
Do we have contact with the base or a way to contact the
yeah,
base?
I do.
You have. At least Alfonso.
I assume if we have ways, then I can get Omega to contact it.
Yes.
Great. I'm gonna tell Omega to, let Archie know what's going on.
Archie. You get a communication on your device.
Would I, to clarify, would I be in this loop of communication because of my stuff? Okay.
Yeah. At least you 3 are. I'm unsure.
Any of you who wanted communication devices, I assume Archie.
So
would find
everyone
them.
but Constance.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So you would hear, you would know Omega's voice, the very prototype AI inside of Rogue. There's something going on at the town hall. There's UEG vans and this super samurai.
Uh-oh. That sounds
Do you know anything about that?
problematic. I don't. And that's, well, I've been expecting something for this. I'm surprised it took this long, honestly. Because not only did I slip free of their surveillance, one of their bases was demolished almost directly afterward. They weren't going to let that slide. I need
You
to
want us to
accelerate.
keep an eye on what's going on? Let you know?
I know their technology has advanced, particularly in scanning. I don't know if my current stealth is sufficient. I want to observe myself, but I shouldn't.
Let us
Cannot
know if you
risk
do.
that. All right. I
Don't
I
come
completed
yourself.
my project,
Understood.
and he is walking around the base.
I'm gonna try and communicate without getting obvious that I am doing so, considering if I
I
have
mean,
a
there's
crowd
a
of
group
people.
of people. You could probably just say basically whatever you want and no one will know this.
Okay, cool. I would not come. It would be a bad idea. I'm talking to. I
Archie.
almost called you Eobard.
Gone?
No, that's not even. Oh, please no.
Worst name.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gone is not. It's eel.
Shush.
Yeah, I was talking to Archibald. It would be ill-advised to make an appearance. I would prefer it if you would stay in the bunker, 'cause it looks like they're going to be amping up security around this town.
Oh, yes. If I were to appear, shall we say, I would not be appearing.
Do
I
I-
have access to my stealth.
Can I roll
technology.
scan the area to see what else in just in general is around that would look very abnormal?
As you're walking up, what is John and Constance doing? What are John?
Regret.
What's Mason and Constance doing?
Can I roll discern intent to see exactly what they're intending to do here?
I'm not sure you could.
If they're intending on being violent.
Roll. What's Constance doing?
He's gonna continue walking forward until like he's met the perimeter that they're setting up.
Okay.
I'm presuming that they're setting up a perimeter.
It seems as if there's some perimeter mainly surrounding the town hall.
Gotcha.
Roll.
7.
Probably not initially violent, if at all.
I had 14.
Okay.
No, they're not planning on being violent.
No, I was wrong. Scan the area to see if there's any other
Okay,
people.
you have 2 questions then.
What is hidden here? For one of them, I know that's one of the questions.
As you're looking around and examining what's going on, maybe not exactly what's hidden here, but certainly this is not everyone. You can tell this isn't everyone.
There are a lot more people around.
There maybe not a lot more people coming, but there are more.
I guess potentially people in the crowd I'm standing in.
Yeah.
Nice. What are the options? The second question.
More powers used here?
Isn't one of the questions what powers?
What were powers used here? What happened here? What kind of person was here? Where did they go, and what are they going to do?
Can I change that to what kind of person is here, specifically focused at the samurai guy? Like any detail I can get off of
Based
him,
on what you're looking
because he's not giving me
two
such a
things.
feeling.
One, this is more high tech than anything you've ever seen.
Oh no!
There it is. And two,
I was hoping it wasn't there.
there are 2 things for that question. The what kind of person? Something about his demeanor is similar to Rogue when you first met.
Great. Not a good sign.
Okay. And you would
I
eventually
hate
come to the
me.
proof.
Is it any clearer to me what they're trying to do outside of just surround
They
the town hall from here?
not exactly. It just seems like they're setting up shop in a way.
So it's not like they're getting like. So it's they're not like getting ready to like breach and clear this.
No.
But they're like filing in, like they're filing in. Okay.
And
It's like a presidential detail kind of setup, or
in a way, yeah.
great.
Another person that you would distinctly notice that is different than the soldiers steps out of one of the other vans, and this is definitely a soldier, as in military body and demeanor,
Didn't you just say he was different from the other soldiers? You've confused me.
visually,
Visually.
not dressed the same, but at least the same demeanor. Though clearly, the man that walks out is not in the military. He has messy brown hair and an unkept beard. It's not, and his hair isn't long. It's probably closer to Zangin's in length, but it kind of sticks up a little bit. And he's wearing
Dragon Ball Z
a, yeah, kind of like that. Not gonna lie. And he's wearing these camo cargo pants.
Oh
It's
god.
distinctly Goku.
A belt full of ammunition pouches.
It's strip Goku.
Though there's not a single gun on him.
Well, that's not
And
suspicious.
he's wearing a lot of like a military vest. a lot of pouches and stuff.
What about this?
But again, not a single weapon on him.
This guy just looks
He
like he's
steps
from
out with
Florida.
a very thick cigar in his mouth.
Definitely from Florida, then.
He like,
Can I bum a cigar?
fuck you want?
A cigar? It looked cool. I wanted it. That was about the whole thought process for that one.
Fuck off.
Aww.
He walks over.
I guess I'll leave.
And stands next to the
Run
samurai,
away.
who is about a foot taller than he is.
To clarify, after he told me to fuck off, I did turn around and start to leave.
Fucked off.
Yeah.
Will Archie be heeding the advice and not going?
He appears and immediately gets shot 15 times.
Can I, to clarify, as I'm leaving, I would give Archibald an updated description on that guy that just stepped out.
Okay.
I assume you also would update him on the samurai and
That
such.
would have failed.
That man sounds vaguely familiar. Very vaguely.
Real cognition.
Sure.
And at this point, am I out of
That-
field of view from the people present?
Sure. Maybe some UEG guy that you've met before.
He sounds vaguely
Would I
familiar.
recognize him? Would he?
No,
Would I reckon?
not likely.
If I am cautiously peering around the corner every once in a while, would I recognize either of them?
He is the only one that would.
Okay, great.
If he saw him, he would have a better idea.
Am I out of view, kind of like in the alley?
Yep.
Can I put my goggles on and look more in depth at the two of them because I don't like them.
Samurai man.
Yep.
Armor is maroon.
Yeah.
Body underneath is blood red. Man, to the shorter military guy, green arms,
Green arms, nothing else.
just his arms.
Like his arms are green.
Yes.
Oh. I guess I'll relay that information again back to Archibald. Then I will take off the goggles because I don't want them being seen.
What are you doing?
Two things I want to do right now.
Uh-huh.
I don't know which one I should.
Do the second.
Second one?
Yeah. Do that one.
Do them both, but do the second one first.
Second one first. Cool. Well, the
Do them
second
both
one,
at the same time.
both at the same time.
Become two people.
All right, cool. It's gonna make this situation a whole lot more funny and stupid.
Oh no.
So you see, the first option,
Chocolate milk Molotov cocktail.
no,
At the samurai.
the first option was to
Maybe.
walk up and pretend I worked in town hall and I needed to get through to get in there. The second option was to walk up and pretend like I'm the manager of the local HOA and they can't be setting up on our property. So I'm the manager of the HOA and I need to get into the town hall.
That's great.
Strictly
What could go
because
wrong?
strictly because none of the people present want to deal with the HOA bullshit, so they just let him through. They're like,
He's the
nope,
talker
nope,
here.
nope.
If anybody could do it, it's him.
I am going to start, like,
Confidently.
I'm going to put on, like, the most no shit face I can. And I'm going
While
to
smelling like chocolate milk.
distinctly smelling of chocolate
It's
milk.
so hard to smell like anything milk that is.
It's extremely chocolate.
I smell like chocolate cheese.
Ew.
No, that would be the body smell. But
So, John, you walk up to which one?
Distinctly,
By the way, how tall are you?
5'8".
Yeah. So the samurai is a good foot taller than you are. The other guy's maybe just a little bit taller.
Just like effectively forcing my way through the crowd. Like as I'm going shouting like HOA business, let me through. I have business with the
I'm
mayor.
gonna have to stop you right there, sir. It's the military guy. I'm afraid I can't leave him.
I have business with the mayor, and you are on
That's a
HOA.
shame. So do we. And as you can see, right here on my lapel, is I'm a UEG guy. Therefore, I outrank you. So fuck off.
Yeah, and I own this street.
The city owns this street, dumbass. Or would you like to talk to my friend here?
Have you ever heard of a funny little city ordinance bill? Title 15, Section
You're saying
23.
too many numbers for me. Exactly.
What? Please tell me the samurai guy's like a foot taller than John and is just.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He's not
moving
even
over.
looking down. The samurai has not moved.
No.
What the fuck do you want?
Anyone setting up on this street has
We're
to-
not setting up.
3 vans
Uh-huh.
parked on the side of the road
Yes.
on this street
Uh-huh.
is actively legally setting up.
Oh,
You
sure.
have to fill out 5 forms.
Are you sure we haven't?
They would have come to my desk. You have to fill out 5 forms,
Uh-huh.
2 bills,
Yeah.
and an invoice.
He pulls out a dollar bill. Here's a bill. Fuck off.
Get a second one off of him.
Here's the 2. Go away. What's bigger than $1 bill? $2 bill. I only got $3 bills in my pocket.
Before I start pulling something else out.
$3 bills. Yeah, I'll give you a little treat. It's a quarter.
Go away.
Speak to your manager.
He's not here yet.
That guy's like 3 feet taller than you.
Yeah, he's not my manager. We're technically the same rank. Fuck off. Well, you've lost dollar privileges.
Oh no.
Take
You just
yourself
hear
advantage.
you just hear in your
Okay.
ear.
Oh no.
You just hear in your ear. I'm gonna take $dollars.
Okay. Well,
Did John just turn around?
What else could he do?
John's burned all his bridges at this point.
He's still standing there, and the guy's just ignoring him now.
You could have at least tried to get in.
He didn't even say a thing. He said one thing about getting.
There's a back
Anyway.
entrance.
Definitely isn't.
So,
Tap tap.
as you're standing there,
Thank you.
you see as Jonathan, Mayor Myers walks out of the building and sees you
I am now Alfonso.
and says,
I am now the.
Ah, yes. Mr. Smith, I believe we do have a meeting.
Yeah.
At what time is it?
I'm meeting at right now o'clock. I need to get through.
"You know this guy?
Yes, I know.
No.
What's your name?"
We went to high school together.
He's like 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to high school together.
I went to 1,000-year-old high.
What's your name?
John Smith.
Sean Smith. The fakest fucking name.
What's your name? Fuck Nard's dick face?
Do you want to die? Because I could shoot you.
Please let
right
him
now.
pass.
Do you want your legal name to be changed to Fuck Nard's dick face?
I apologize for his actions. Please let him pass.
Just slap him. Just slap him.
Just get
Staring at him.
This?
Yeah, so as you, the guy staring at you, he's like, "Well, I got something."
Oh wait, I found out Billy will ask him for.
He's not worth it. He's not worth it. He's not worth it.
So you go inside the town hall. You see a dozen or so UEG soldiers.
Is there anybody in my office? Okay, thank God.
far as you know.
Okay. And then I'll quickly lead him into my office, close the door, lock it. What do you need?
What the hell is going on out there?
A lot.
Well,
The
yeah,
president
there's a lot of
sent
people out there.
I meant to contact you, but the president sent some kind of task force here.
That's not good.
They know about Cloud. They know that they were here.
Even worse.
I let Mr. Black, Matthias, know that they're aware. What were you thinking?
I was thinking he'd be intimidated by the fact that I said I'm part of the HOA, but he wasn't. The
That's
HOA
all
is-
you had?
The HOA is really scary around here.
No, he didn't. He never asked the role.
I doubt Entity Point has an HOA.
It does.
Technically, it's your job asking the role. I was enjoying it.
What if Entity Point always had an HOA?
That'd be awful.
Yeah, I know.
Jonathan would stop that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
He just makes it to where the entity points always have an HOA, gets in, and then just undoes it. It's just,
He can't undo something he added.
I can add something about the HOA manager dying.
That was you.
With
He could destroy the HOA without using his powers at all.
correct.
By going.
Go.
Go away.
Anyway.
Be more careful. These
Swear to
people
God,
are
they get-
dangerous.
They're dumb too.
You try to use the HOA.
Yeah. Do you know how scary an HOA is?
We don't have an HOA.
Do you know how scary one is?
Yes.
They don't know we don't have an HOA.
Yes, they do.
That guy had $3 on him.
Only $3.
Yeah, he offered me 2 of them.
I could bribe him. Bad idea. I need you to be more careful, all of you. These people might learn. They might know about you.
As you saw John and Myers go inside, another truck pulls up. This one's like an actual truck, not a van. On the back of the truck, you see about this 10-foot tall hexagonal mechanical thing placed on the back.
Is this taken from the Hulk movie?
And it's strapped down onto the truck. Stepping out of the passenger side, you see certainly not a soldier. This man looks like a scientist. It's a tall man with clean brown hair and somewhat of facial hair, but definitely not enough to count as a beard. And he's wearing this red clean shirt and lab coat. And he steps on, snaps a couple fingers, and points at the truck. And several soldiers go in and start moving various bits of machinery to move this structure. What would you like to do?
You want your seat back?
And
for
is
at least 5
Archibald
minutes?
going to be heeding the warning?
I'm gonna continue waiting from my in position.
Also
It's a bad
to
idea, but I need to
clarify,
be there.
also to clarify, Alfonso would have requested specifically that if he was going to go and investigate in person, that he should leave his healing thingamajig behind because Alfonso's gonna need it pretty badly.
Uh-huh.
Don't you mean bring it with me so I can?
I think after John and Myers went and sound into the town hall, Alfonso would have left. He's not gonna get anything more from this situation, and as it stands, if shit does start happening, he's going to be of less help than a useless person.
Then those $3.
Yeah.
No,
it's
Also,
likely, right?
some of the soldiers move into 2 of the vans and drive off. Deeper into town.
Omega, keep me updated on everything that's happening. I'm gonna
Everything that I have
gonna
described,
basically
other than what's going on
Yeah.
inside, you would know. Yes.
Would I have still been there? Because I said he would have left after they went inside. Would I have still been there when the new truck and the machine thing you were pulling up?
Oh, you would have seen that, yeah.
Can I have checked that out with the goggles to see if I can find anything about the machine?
It seems as if whatever is inside the machine, it's all blank. It's not like nothing there. It's definitely something's there, but you can't see it.
I gotcha. So it's hidden.
It's made of copper.
Okay. Then Alfonso would start heading back towards the bunker to either meet with Archibald
Okay.
or yeah.
heal himself.
I'm going
Catherine
to
is
stay
going
here.
to come to make sure you get there. Just keep an eye on that. So.
Will do.
Rogue, be safe. I'm gonna go ahead and start securing things here just in case. I know Zach said that no one can find this place unless they're meant to, but I think that was. I don't know how reliable that is technically.
What is Constance doing?
Constance is just watching all of this go down from an appropriate viewing distance, like any normal person
Make
would
one of
watch
the
this.
guys carry the parts crib.
What?
One of the guys carrying the parts for the machine make him crib.
You would see that the machine structure thing they're moving off the truck. They just set it right in front of town hall. Various things bolted to the.
Can you describe what it looks like again?
It's this hexagonal shaped metallic mechanical structure. Each of the points has this round orb on it, metal orb there. Those parts are this crimson colored metal. And it's about 10 feet tall, rough hole size, and they are bolting it to the street.
Oh, I thought they were in the yard. They're actually like in the street.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're bolting it to the center of the street in front of town hall.
it's gonna make a force field, isn't it?
Maybe.
I assume that I
Right.
would need to, in order to
You
try
would
to
have
roll
to be
cognition,
there.
I would need to be there.
Yes, you would.
I need.
Yeah,
I need.
can I roll here?
As Omega is saying this, as Omega's relaying this to me, so Archie is going to go down and make sure the shadow orb is in not the shadow containment,
Bad idea.
not the shadow containment.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go with the catalyst containment because
Catalyst isn't a thing no more.
exactly, and it'll do the job of making sure. Really, it's not containing the shadow orb. The goal is to prevent anyone but basically me and Alfonso,
Not
because
Alfonso.
I assume you've given me full permission to that room, full access,
More or less.
from anyone from stealing it, effectively, because that's one of our most prized possessions. Irreplaceable.
Okay, this is a Patrick question.
Yes.
After the fights, we specified I did take my armor for the fight between
Yes.
me and. Would I have had it like with me after the fact, like in a backpack
Yeah.
or something? Since Williams is in the helmet, could I have used Williams to get a rough idea on what the device was?
It
something
is
that's
some
possible?
sort of William scans for a moment, and it is some sort of containment chamber. Someone or something is inside.
I would update everybody on that. There's something being held inside.
Yeah.
To,
Unfortunately, Constance is not connected.
All right.
So can I still roll?
But also, apparently, this dude just jumped off a 10-story building and just fine. So I'm not too worried about Constance.
There happened to be a pillar truck.
Containing.
1.
The fuck is this thing?
1 plus 1 minus 1.
It's probably some sort of weird decoration.
It must be a Banksy.
It's a Christmas tree.
Please tell me Constance says that out loud. To
No,
the entire.
Constance does not know who Banksy is.
It's fair. It's like the streets and just like
Okay.
I'm not 100% certain.
Gotcha.
I hear something. See.
Constance is just gonna like walk within like 20 feet of this thing and the soldiers who are setting it up, and just kind of call
That's
out.
the weirdest.
Well,
Right.
the thing I was envisioning was the sonic cannons from the Hulk.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk up 20 feet to this thing and just call out to the soldiers setting it up.
Remember, like.
So what's this supposed to be?
I remember them being
Classified.
Well, it's in the middle of the street.
I'm not authorized to tell you.
Can I? Who is?
That would be Dr. Gerhard, though he's not here.
Anybody else?
He points at the scientist guy that was ordering them around. He's over by the samurai and the soldier. Dr. Furon might be able to help you.
Can I talk? Can I go over there and talk to him?
I'm not going to stop you. That's not my job.
Okay.
Reasonable.
Constance is going to very cautiously.
Why'd you give me the
towards
worst
that
guy
guy.
that works there?
What?
Why'd you give me the worst guy that worked there?
You walked up to him.
That's
True.
That's on you, pal.
You went, I walk up to them.
Yeah, Constance is gonna walk up to that scientist.
The soldier guy's like, hold up. Who the fuck are you?
Constance,
What do you want?
I just want to know what that thing is, and I was told that this guy knows.
You're a civilian, so go away.
But it's in the middle of the street.
Okay.
That means people have to drive around it. I feel like
Uh-huh.
people kind of have a right to know what they.
Do you have a car?
Admittedly, I don't have a car.
So what's the problem?
It's a matter of principle.
The $3.
I've
$3.
How much for this man to be Wolverine sized? 5'3".
No, he can be 5'5".
Yes!
He can be short and angry.
He's shorter than Harvey.
He's short and angry.
I mean, who's that?
Who the fuck are you?
You mad, bro?
You mad? Bro.
I mean, it's
You
not.
see Furon like Pierce, please. Shut up. What the fuck are you talking about me? You're just coming up and silent time now. Okay.
The adults are talking.
Is that the scientist guy? You're on.
Hello, I'm Dr. Furon.
Constance.
Well, you would like to know what that is?
Yeah.
That will help us contain any specials we must.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Not any specials.
Has there been?
There are we are sure there are scans for various specials in town, and we would like to find them and contain them if we must.
Right.
Oh.
That's
walk.
not
What
me.
do I have to,
What do they
I
look
have to walk right past
Specials?
it.
Yeah. Like, do they have any like?
Regular people.
Seems not sense. More
They
specific.
look like you and me. Anyone else?
So
You know? Most people would.
that's kind of gross. And you're just gonna hold them in the middle of the street,
Yes.
kind of like. Okay. Cool. So what do I do if I find one?
We are setting up in the old Eco-Life facility at the edge of town. You would go there and inform us. Or you can inform the mayor, as he has been ordered by the president herself to inform us of anything.
Gotcha.
Do you know anything?
What can they do?
Those can do nearly anything. Most of them can only do one specific thing, but the possibilities are virtually limitless.
Yeah, I remember a few months ago, maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, talking. There was conversations about this one guy who could do like electric things, sparky things with his hands. Apparently, he was part of like some kind of like fighting ring. You wouldn't have to know anything about that guy.
See him pull out a notebook out of his pocket, pull out a pen. And do you know where this was?
In the woods or near the woods?
I see. Thank you. And your name is Constance? Do you have
Right.
a
Young.
Basement.
Constantine. Yeah. Constantine.
Constantine?
Yeah. Adam. Middle.
Do you have a number we can call in case we
No, I don't
need
have a
anything?
phone.
Understood.
The woods are fucking massive. They were gonna look there anyway.
And if you find anything else, just if you happen to find a phone he pulls out, call me.
Great. Thank you.
I'm a snitch.
Tame. Okay, have a good day.
You too. Good day.
Constance will leave.
As John leaves the town hall, you enjoy your little play date.
Hey guys, it's Dickless over here.
My name is not Dickless, dumbass.
All right,
said
Sir
play
Fucknuts,
nice.
King of the Dickless.
It's Pierce. His
said
name is
play
Pierce.
My name is Pierce. Franklin
Okay.
Pierce, dumbass.
Franklin, like the fucking turtle.
Frank. Pierce, you just call me Pierce.
I'm just gonna like gesture to the side of this guy. Like, are you in charge around here?
No, that would be Dr. Gerhardt. He's not here yet.
Are you in charge of
At the moment,
Pierce?
yes. Dr. Fiora.
Pleasure. Just
Who are
reach
you?
out to shake his hand.
I'll shake your hand.
John Smith.
John
I'm
Smith.
a little local.
If Pierce goes, it's a fake name. Yes, I know.
Yes, I know. Franklin Pierce.
John,
I see you've met Franklin.
Wonderful.
He gestures to the samurai. This is Shogun.
No, thank you. What?
Cool, man.
He is here to make sure we don't get hurt.
Smart. Weird things happen in this town.
As I've heard.
I'm a little bit of a local sleuth around here.
Uh-huh.
I also manage a tiny local HOA system.
There is no HOA in Energy Point. I did my research.
We're not official.
Hence the word
Therefore, what
phone.
authority do you have?
Not official and it's
Me and the mayor are good buddies.
We're tight.
Yeah. We're close friends.
We are.
Mayor John behind him.
So in reality, you have no authority.
Well, he has the authority. I just ask him to do things.
Ah, so you pressure the mayor into doing what you want?
It's a request.
Yes, but you're friends, therefore there's some sort of pressure there to do it. Is there something you need, Mr. Smith?
Just figured I'd meet whoever's in charge.
Well, I'm. And you would see the massive machine they have set up in the middle of town. One of the other, the truck that pulled that drives off.
Leave it there.
Yes.
So did Fuhrer or whatever? Did he have a power?
Did you say Führer?
He did. That is what he said.
Furon.
Furon.
Yes.
You can't say that on Twitter.
Blood red.
Oh, blood red. Okay.
No,
Head.
wasn't
Wasn't that was Shogun?
I know.
Okay, so
Oh,
he
so
also
Shogun
has-
full body.
Furon is simply his head. Shogun is blood red full body, but the armor is maroon. And Pierce is green. Green arms.
Pierce.
Yes.
The short guy.
Yes.
I
Franklin.
was thinking.
Yes. Yes, he has a power.
The dickless dude.
Dickless dude.
DD.
Scoutmaster Cut.
Sir Fucknuts, King of the Dickless.
Yes.
So how do you spell his name? Scientist.
King of Dickless Lane.
Furion.
It's not king of the U.
It's pronounced Furon.
Okay. Furon. Fuhrer. What?
Shush.
All right. Thank you.
Like a holding cell of sorts.
Yes, in a way, that is to contain any specials we find.
Good luck. They hide among us.
I know.
Two special.
Oops.
I'm well aware. Is there anything else you need?
You're right.
Or would you like to wait for Dr. Gerhardt to arrive? then I will have to ask you to vacate.
Have a good day, sir.
I could go for a vacation.
And you walk. Do you just walk over to the alleyway?
I'm not walking into that alleyway. I'm walking like
Great, thank you.
Good.
3 alleyways past it.
And then turning
Cutting in-
around.
not
turning left, then turning right.
Turning right at
I'm
alley.
walking like
Right, right,
3
right, right,
alleyways past it, cutting into that alleyway, and then
you
coming back.
And then you make your way into the one that she is in.
You know how much fun it would be if like Alfonso had invisibility to just talk to this person and be like, oh neat, well good to meet you, turn around and just turn invisible as he walks away and watch them all be like,
You know that
This is a special. This is special.
you know that each and every one of you can just ask Archie, hey, can you like power the stealth armor for a bit?
yeah, I know, but that wouldn't be anywhere near as fun as
don't
just
have
being an ability.
You don't have like anything.
He's got a flashlight, and it hurts when he hits you in the face with it.
He also has a
Several,
really good
at
advantage
least
at gambling.
2 more vans drive past the town hall.
We got a new method of making money.
But they don't stop there?
No.
Interesting.
Killing people.
One more car does. But
Well,
this is a
that
small. This is
would
definitely
clarify.
not a UEG company car.
Okay.
Looks like an old sports car.
Does anyone get out of that car?
Like an old
Out of the
911?
driver's side, you see this maybe 20-year-old kid. Effectively, he's wearing a red sports jacket, and
Is he Mr.
very
Creative?
young. He has short brown hair, clean shaven, and he walks out. He has no equipment on him whatsoever. You're not there anymore.
Yeah, why are you implying this?
I'm saying you can't find out if he has a power or not.
I didn't ask the last time. That was him. I didn't ask because I knew I wasn't there. He asked and you looked at me and answered. That was free information from you.
That's fair.
I'll use the goggles I have to see if he has a power.
Ha!
His body is light blue.
Oh,
Is that them?
Yes.
By the way,
Them.
them.
No, it's he.
pronouns are he.
You see, he looks around and
Him.
he walks up to the big structure and like knocks on it. Hey, don't do that. No. Hello. And he's having fun in there. He walks around, opens the door. First, a cane.
Michael.
Stepping out is a shorter man with wearing a long olive green jacket. He has a cane at his side, and around his shoulder you see a salamander. He has balding gray hair and circular glasses, a thick mustache, and slightly gray beard coming in. And he walks, limps over to the other three. As the bodyguard comes around, you just hear, I told you we'd make it on time. You were 10 minutes late again. We are exactly where and when I want to be. Okay.
I'm assuming the young guy that you mentioned is the bodyguard in this.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It'd be really funny if it was the other way around.
It's just the old guy's the bodyguard.
The old guy with the cane and the limp is the bodyguard.
That would be
Based on your
scary.
goggles, you would see that the man with the limp has no powers.
Allegedly.
Is everything set up properly? You would recognize that voice as one.
Oh.
We are setting up preparations now, but the old UEG facility is being set up as we speak. Good. And has the mayor given any trouble? No, but some fake HOA man trying to get in. Spoke to him. What was his name? He said John Smith. I know.
And the bodyguard goes,
John Smith. What is he, an idiot? That's stupid.
I like this bodyguard. Get my brother.
Sorry, it's just the funniest thing.
Expound.
What if while I'm around the corner, I just change clothes, put on a fake mustache, and come around and be like, John Smith, local reporter here.
But you see the main scientist, the one with the limp, look around and Pierce, go find Archibald Monroe for me. I would like to speak with him as soon as possible, please. Of course, Dr. Gerhard.
Archibald, did you get that?
Archibald, did you get that? Archibald, did you get that?
I did got that. Yeah.
Is has Alfonso and Archibald crossed paths yet?
He
Am I
hasn't
sh-
left.
He's still at the bunker.
Yes.
Have I gotten there? Like,
I
am I
would say around this time you've gotten to the bunker.
Okay,
It
cool.
would have gone down.
I gotten healed yet?
Hey, so you ready for me to roll Snake Eyes? Because that's how it works when I try.
And get hurt and die.
Can I just use Can I just use it on
Okay.
myself?
No,
For the
that's fine.
sake of
That's fine.
simplicity.
That's not how it works.
Oh,
That's an 8.
it's a move.
Oh, thank God.
You heal 1.
Well, you're not that helpful.
But you are healed one.
Hey,
And you
Your-
would see
your rib feels a lot better.
You would see
Like
sitting
kidney.
in the corner is a robot with Zach's face on.
Hey, Zax.
Hello, Alfonso.
Do you have something better than this at fixing me?
Yes,
Can I bum that off you for a minute?
maybe.
Nothing?
As this blue light waves over you, I will allow you to heal 2.
Yeah. That's...
No more.
Oh, hey, look, that makes me stable.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I heard what's going on. Well, how did
Can I upload the file from William
Where are we
Scans
currently?
to the computer?
you are? This is Alfonso and Archie.
I'm gonna upload William's scan to the computer.
Okay.
Williams
the-
is
the-
uploaded
then-
to the computer.
Yeah, well,
Well, upload the scan that he took.
from
Okay.
my suit
His suit.
in town into the computer present here.
And you would see this thing. You designed this, Archibald, many years ago. It was a prototype.
I didn't state this, but would you allow me to have scanned the samurai suit as well?
Yes, but you would have gathered very little in comparison because it has some defenses on it.
Okay. But a visual design of what it is.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh no.
And this Shogun looks nothing like anything you've designed.
It looks dope,
That's
though.
concerning,
I want it.
but also less concerning than that.
So what is that?
Well, it contains specials.
Uh-huh. So it's
It's
like one of the
effectively a
prison
prison.
cells that we have 27?
20.
20 of?
One that's currently in use.
Yes.
Good morning.
Swear to God. I didn't know Terry was here. I saw it in there. Did not know Sam was here. So
Nice
she
cat.
just got up.
Good morning, just like,
she just froze like what?
Anyway,
wearing pantaloons for his up to the knee.
Pantaloons.
anyway.
Kind of.
Okay.
It's, of course, not as powerful as those because those are meant to hold effectively gods.
When I looked at it with these things, plot to goggles, it gave me the impression that there was something inside of it.
Would I know any more about that?
You would know, Omega would have told you that someone knocked on the outside of the container and seemed to imply there was someone in there.
Okay, so What? Can I figure out the highest classification it can hold? Could it hold an Omega class?
Ooh.
I could take him.
Uh-huh. Out to lunch? Maybe.
What did you think I was implying? Don't
On
answer
a
that
date.
question. Well, I could do that too.
Yeah, I can say
My charisma stat is fantastic.
Can you demonstrate that? Can you read his charm for me?
Oh, it's fine.
You ain't getting no
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah.
Alfonso.
So -1 is what I believe is
Writing
referred to as
It
the lowest riz possible.
No. You
You
could have
see
one.
John
Shogun
could get
X.
bitches.
Alfonso fan fiction.
Shogun X Alfonso fanfiction.
No, please.
Alfonso fanfiction consists
Right.
only of people
That's the
getting
5'3"
away from
dude?
Alfonso.
That's exactly how I
5'5".
imagined him.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty much.
He
Really?
looks like Wolverine.
Wait, Billy?
No,
Butcher?
not at all. Well, he looks like Billy Butcher, not
Billy?
Wolverine.
Yes.
I imagine
Some people
looking
want
a
him to
lot
play
stupider.
Deadpool.
Anyway,
What you is funny.
I mean, it was effectively designed as a portable prison. Portable cell.
That's the dick of security guard.
Also, is it just one room
My lost
effectively?
brother.
Shoving them all into one room?
yeah,
Is
would be
there-
very ineffective.
He's my long lost twin brother.
Is there any sort of like spatial compression, or is it just like straight up the area of the room the thing covers is how much room they have to be?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a Pokeball.
It is not.
It
It must have been extremely uncomfortable for that man or person
Yeah,
in
I
there.
can you imagine hitting like all those potholes on the freeway? Ugh. Like his head's gotta hurt because there's no way he didn't hit his head on the roof of that.
It concerns me that they have built this. I designed it.
Mm-hmm.
A long
Judge, I made that assumption based on your expression when you first saw it.
Ah. Some people tell me my face has captions. Those people are weird.
And they're right.
Scientist guy?
Biggest
why?
Is that
Why?
Scientist guy.
Why is
Young
he
Archie?
Biggest gentle.
the invisible
Genius
scientist?
You got Fucknuts, King of the Dickless, and Biggest Jumblefrib, King of the Dicked.
The dick.
And then the third.
I thought you were gonna go with like King of the Dick Full.
No, that's Preston, King of the Dickful.
That's what the one pump.
No, King of the Full Dick.
King of the Full Chub.
Okay, you can stop now.
That's going on TikTok.
I might not even hear you.
That's going on TikTok later.
Why does he have a Game Boy?
What's his name?
Gearheart.
The game.
He looks like the kind of
He's
guy
gay.
Alfonso.
He's the one with light blue, right?
No, he has nothing.
No.
He looks like the
What was the
kind
name
of
of the girl
guy
with light blue?
Alfonso would
don't know.
intentionally trip in the
Okay.
middle of the road.
Red, blue, green, or yellow.
I keep track of every special mention.
Are you going?
Oh, and this is after we get that. Hey, go find specifically
Yeah.
Archibald Monroe.
I'm trying to figure out to decide whether it's worth the risk
It's-
of will my teleportation work or not.
It's
Probably
not
yes.
It
worth
works if it's by yourself.
That's fine. I will. If I go, it will be going in by myself, with the assumption I can get out by myself.
Archibald. I'm not gonna stop you from going if you make
know.
that decision.
I don't know.
But before you do make that decision, just
Yeah.
to clarify, it is not even hypothetically possible to trace somebody teleporting through that device, right? You couldn't like backtrack where they went somehow. That's not even theoretically possible.
It is theoretically. It's very theoretically possible. They don't know I have teleportative capabilities right now, and I'm not inclined to let them know about that. Williams, is there anything I could do to prevent them from tracking?
There is
Not
potential
teleport?
to scramble the signal.
All right.
the
How could I do
presence.
that?
It would take some more figuring out.
It would take me actually making something. to do that.
Yes.
All right. That's a time project for another time. Then I don't have time.
I can work on that.
That would be
You
much
see,
appreciated.
as Zax is holographically playing with a ball.
That would be much appreciated.
Why'd you give him a holograph? Like
Oh, that was my specifications.
just so you can play with a ball, or
Sure.
fair enough.
Yeah.
That
It's
makes
more
sense.
of he's appreciating his newfound ability to interact with his environment.
He's
Whether that
interacting-
environment is completely is partially simulated.
Okay, this may be a stupid question, but couldn't you have interacted with a holographic ball before you had a body?
It's not the same.
Fair.
So, where do you teleport to? And are you going back?
No,
Just confirm.
All right.
I'm gonna
So-
go take a nap because
Fair.
after I take like way too many Tylenol.
So
Yeah.
this is something I'm gonna ask you if I can do this. I'm not sure if it. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be a no. Is the stealth tech I have sophisticated enough to disguise armor alone and let the rest of me be visible?
No.
I didn't think so. All right. Unfortunate. Well, I guess I'm going to walk in to enemy headquarters. I want to step into the trap.
Where do you appear?
Um,
In an alleyway?
Yes,
In a very specific alleyway?
I'm teleporting to John.
So you appear in an alleyway.
Holy shit.
beat him,
About that time,
beat him.
I was about to come with you.
No, he would have given you a heads up. John, I'm coming your way.
Um,
On your left. On your left.
Holy shit.
Rogues on your left.
I didn't mean to A-trainer.
Nah.
That wouldn't be a trade.
You would be the one. Bleh.
Oh.
She is way more
Yeah.
durable than you are.
All right.
Rogue would
Anyway.
just feel disgusted.
Anyway. So,
Yeah, so Archie he would take out most of his equipment and set it out. He would put a couple things in his toolbox. I will determine those myself, but
are you sure it's a good idea to come?
nope. I'm on my way.
Okay. I could trace the guy for a while and see where he leads us to. We don't know if he knows where you are.
I am going to give it a little bit of time before I approach him, as it would be rather suspicious if I were to immediately appear right after he told. Who did you tell again?
Pierce.
No, who did Pierce tell? Oh, he told Pierce to. Oh,
Yeah, Pierce
it
got
would
it.
be rather suspicious if I appeared right after he spoke the words to tell the guy to come.
I-
look for
You
me.
could assume that
Is this
They
over
assume
the radio, or is this
you were at
conversation-
your house.
Is this conversation
Never mind.
still over the radio? No.
I might go back to my house and await him there.
Right.
I don't want to risk this. I have a device I was preparing. Did you, Zax, the memory device,
Yes.
is there any way you could, help me with my memories before I go help protect that?
Not
Because-
at the moment, no.
Alright, well. I guess worst comes to worst, I can teleport around for a while.
I'll go and find a place near your house where I can assist from afar,
Alright.
just
you
in
want.
case things go badly.
I can distract him for as long as you need.
Alright. Are there any area of effect power dampeners around here?
Not that you can see
No.
or notice.
No. Zax.
I don't know.
Unfortunate.
It's a lot harder for me to notice things now. It's weird.
I mean, I'm referring to in the base that I could use.
Yes.
Mind if I borrow one?
You'll have to ask Alfonso.
Al, you mind?
Go for it.
Thank you. I just called him out.
I'm gonna start heading that direction
You did call him out.
normally
Weirdo.
because you're just gonna teleport there, and I want to be there as soon as possible.
No, I'm saying, was
That was Patrick.
Does Archibald want me to distract them for as long as possible?
No, I don't need much time.
Poor Pierce, just from an alleyway, just hears Nicholas.
Alfonso, if you wanted to grab the rifle I have at the base,
No,
you
do
could-
I ever want to grab that thing?
You could provide fire from support fire from afar.
I could do that with hopefully not dying.
You shouldn't be involved in the situation. You should have time to get out of there before they find you if things go south.
Okay. Hey Archibald, can you charge one of them stealth
Stealth
the sneaky thingamajigs?
I'll get it charged up real quick.
Was that Zach's?
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Zanko.
Also, so all of the equipment that he's putting inside his toolbox right now are replicated.
Okay.
He's not risking his originals right now.
I think
Except
I
for
just
his
had 2 hours of
physical
charge on mine, if
body.
I'm not mistaken.
That's irrelevant. It'll be fine.
So, what is John and Constance? Mason. I'll get there. Mason and Constance. doing? It's because referring
and
to
Mason.
no, listen. It's because referring to you as John to them messes me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's go over really quick. What is?
He is going to his house because that is where they presume that Pierce is going to find him.
Okay.
Rogue is going to follow at a distance and keep an eye on Pierce to make sure nothing goes south. Alfonso is also going from a distance, but a lot further away with a rifle.
I get big boomstick.
Yeah.
The worst person to have a big boomstick.
No, Constance would be worse to have a big boomstick because he would just throw it at somebody.
Hit someone with it.
Yeah.
He would use it like a club, which would
So,
be an insult.
as you
My
two are going,
hand does more damage.
He would do more damage.
Constance and Mason, you would notice that the 4 people of this distinct group remain go into 2 separate cars and are driving somewhere. Presumably to that old eco life.
Is
base.
is the samurai, to clarify, is the samurai included in that, or is he staying
Yes.
next to
Nope.
the
He is
device?
also going.
Oh, they just left the device.
Yes.
That's not good.
It's a bomb.
Why?
It's just a containment field. There's just a guy in it.
Yeah, but everybody as part of the UEG is running.
The main thing that I think you're getting at is 2 things. Either they don't want to be near it, or they're not worried about it.
Probably the second
Which are neither good.
No, neither are good things.
And I really, really hope they're not running from it because they don't want
Yeah.
to be near it.
You know, it's either one of two
Yeah, they've
things.
had enough of this town. They're just gonna blow it off the map.
It's either A,
To be that
No
would-
more show.
it's either a bomb, or B, if it opens, it's a bomb.
a different bomb, but yeah.
It's a dude. That's bomb.
His special power is he blows up.
He's just a. It's
all
just,
they want.
it is legitimately just a.
Johnny,
Yeah, that guy from
Do I have a
the guy
car?
from
Yes.
the comics could blow up twice.
Would I have a car?
Probably.
It's missing an alternator.
Alfonso.
It's currently been sitting at the apartment complex for 4 months.
Alfonso 100% has a very shitty, not taken care of car that is most certainly missing its catalytic converter.
It's
An
been
alternator's not working.
sitting in like a garage for a little while, but
Can you even drive?
You're not there.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean,
there
you
was-
see-
there was-
We'll probably need to jump it then, but once we do that, we should probably go see what they're up to at Eco Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's when you said we probably have to jump it. My first thought was just like attack.
just constant.
Luckily, the apartment complex is about 3 blocks from where you are.
There's a pillow truck right nearby too. Still there.
Waiting for someone to fall into it.
Just standing.
Point of clarification: are me and Archibald still at the bunker?
No.
No.
Archibald is teleported to his house.
Ah, daggone
And assumably you're headed out too.
it. I was gonna ask if he could do the teleport thing, so I didn't have to walk all that way. No. That's a
Okay.
move thing.
Yeah, so John and I are going to go grab his car, jump it because it needs being jumped.
So you go to the apartment garage, and your car's not there. You do see a little sign there that says, "Sorry, John, I had it towed." Hal.
Is there any other cars in the parking lot?
Yes.
Is Hal's car in the parking lot?
Is Hal's car in the parking lot?
He drives a station wagon.
Is a station wagon in the parking lot?
Yes.
I don't know how to drive, but I know how to hotwire a car.
Is it unlocked?
No, but it will be shortly, I see. It appears.
All right. John is going to lock.
Confidence just whips out his mag light and bam.
Oh, but mine was gonna be funny.
What was yours going to be?
I was gonna go grab the sign, break in with the sign, and leave it on the ground broken.
What?
Just go grab it anyway.
The sign?
So just scribble out the name John, and then write.
Hal, John.
Just key his door with your name. God.
Then he'll know.
Spelled wrong.
J-O.
N.
No.
G-O-H.
It's
John.
John. It's John.
G-O-H-N.
G-O-H-N.
Yeah, John.
That's how you spell
But anyway,
G-E-A-W-N.
you steal Hal's car.
You do, in fact, steal Hal's car, and you drive an ugly station wagon out of the park.
With a very not suspiciously broken window.
That was it. That's the whole thing. And you drive that over to the Eco-Life facility
In the vicinity.
in the vicinity,
In the
where
vicinity.
you would, when you get there, you would see all of the cars parked out front, and at that point, you would see various people going inside, specifically those 4 individuals.
Can I ask?
Though there are
over the
2 soldiers.
radio?
How does it look like they're clearing this area?
Various soldiers are going around.
Right, but like, are they entering it with like the same kind of process that they were entering town hall, or is it more like? Is there more caution here?
More caution.
Question. Can I ask something over the radio to?
Yes.
If Alfonso, hey John, are all those other cars accounted for? All the UEG vehicles?
1, 2. How?
Yes.
Yeah. I've got all of them here.
Who are we talking to?
It's personal call.
That doesn't answer my question, John.
It's Alfonso.
Okay.
Quiet time now.
Because I was just sitting here in the passenger seat, and then he goes,
so funny.
1. Yeah, they're all here.
Oh, that is fair. That would be very, very weird from conference.
You know what's funny? How did he tell I was on a call? I just started counting cars.
And then went, yeah, they're all here.
To be fair, he said, "Who are you talking to?" He did not.
True.
And you went, shh. Monica.
And he's legitimately had interactions with people who talked to ghosts before. So that's true. You have now interacted with a non-physical being. So
You know, most of us have interacted with non-physical beings.
Rogue has.
You're not
The cat, really.
What cat?
as well.
Yeah, what? Dumbass.
Alfonso gets a power, and the only power is to know whether or not Trogadicker's cat truly exists
It exists.
You know the
whenever
location of the
whenever you're
cat.
not thinking.
at all,
At all
times,
times.
making it permanently existent.
Yes, it exists when you're not thinking about it.
The power just allows me to never not think about Schrodinger's cat.
Then does
What a terrible power.
I just know the cat is present.
You know
at all
about
times.
Occam's razor. It's in my face.
I've used it.
I prefer Occam's flaming laser sword.
I prefer Moloch balls, Mace.
Okay.
I prefer balls.
I prefer the maroon Stagon's dagger. Anyway. So,
What's that noise?
Just like a motion.
Oh,
Dying inside.
no, it's a.
Anyway,
Hey, Alexis, do you still have an update on Pierce's location?
he is slowly making his way towards Archibald's residence.
Making my way downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still have eyes on him.
You sure no one's following you?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I would definitely be being careful, obviously.
Stakeout.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit here and watch them for like the next 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
I got
what would you rather do? Go up and talk to them? We've both already talked to that group of people, so they'll be really freaked out if we're also here.
Both of us.
True.
The HOA guy. Hey, you're not supposed to be moving.
And
I own this street.
I love that. I own this street. The city owns this street, dumbass.
I am the city.
You own the last street. You can't own all the streets.
What street
I
name
own
is
the
this?
Backstreet Boys.
That's my last name.
Smith. Oh.
I am Broadway.
It's John Smith Avenue.
That's not an avenue. This is a street.
Looking at all of them. Oh yeah, it's a fake name now, huh?
Dumbass.
So yeah, you got a better plan?
Shitty mustache. Shitty mustache. Shitty mustache.
What are you saying?
John already has a shitty mustache.
Oh, I thought he was saying shitting my station. And I'm like,
I heard that too.
To be fair,
what?
To
Second
be-
of all, no.
to be fair, this is Hal's station wagon. I don't like Hal, so yeah, please do shit in his back seat.
It's not like he's ever getting this car back.
No, shit. in
It's
the back
yours
seat.
now.
Go put it
My
back.
car now.
Howard.
It has your name on it.
Anyway, you two are just staking out. I know. It's not at you yet.
Could we roll here?
Yeah.
I'm assuming
7.
scan the area.
Yes.
Alright.
I assume is what you're wanting to roll.
Yes, let me roll I assume. Would that be
That'll be.
Soon.
read a stressful
that would be
situation?
100.
Holy shit. 12 on the dice. 13.
Okay.
I got a 7.
I thought there was
You
gonna be
get
a
one question.
lot more than 13.
And I believe you get. You
2.
get 2, but I believe. Do you have one that you can automatically ask? I don't remember.
No, that's on the advanced.
Never mind.
What wasn't he rolling? Read a stressful situation.
I was rolling scan the area.
What were you rolling?
Scan the area.
Okay, just assume.
Ahem. Scan the area.
What's your question? No, he's got it.
What are they going to do?
Other than simply setting up, there's definitely they're bringing in a lot of scientific equipment into this building. So they're definitely going to be doing some testing or stuff like that.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
science.
What are your questions, John?
That's not his name.
To him and to Mason.
We'll call you
Jason.
Jason.
No!
Or
Jason traumatized me.
Mon?
Jason traumatized
Oh, you
me.
love him, and you know it.
I'll get there. Mason.
What are my options?
That's not.
Majan.
Right. You just...
Oh, do you know? I thought you were looking yours.
No.
Oh, you've got what is hidden here? What happened here? What powers were used here? What kind of person was here? And where did they go?
And what were they going to do?
He
Well,
already
yeah, but I
asked
already
that.
asked that.
Ah.
They're setting up for scientific experiments.
What is hidden here?
You're round and distinctly, though you've seen most of this equipment before, you've been in UEG stations. I was looking. There's one set of certain equipment that they bring in that they're certainly trying to keep out of public eye. hidden.
Ah.
It's not equipment you've seen before.
Well, look at me like, huh. It's supposed to be hidden. What a shame.
Don't forget the big
With a big camera.
Yeah.
It's distinctly a
Huh?
big camera.
What's your other question?
And can I
Constance
ask a
is
question?
holding like the flashing light. All right,
Don't
3,
you
2,
get
1.
more than
Prime
one
it.
question?
Yeah, I get one more.
And you get a token. Don't forget
And I get a token. What kind of person was here?
Here, Mom.
Samurai.
Trying to see if there's like anyone that we haven't met that's important.
Okay.
That I
I
can tell.
will
this-
say no one that you haven't seen yet goes into the facility.
You notice that one of the soldiers has a name tag on that says John Smith.
He's just like me for real.
Just like
And I get a token. Shame, I probably don't have enough time to use it.
You should give it to me. That's what you should do. Give it to me.
Jack.
Give it to me.
Can you give it to?
No.
So
I would just be giving.
You're
him
doing
all of my
that.
tokens.
Alfonso, Archie, and Rogue and Alfonso are watching Pierce walk through the street. Walk through this on the sidewalk.
Wait,
over
I'm
to-
watching Pierce.
Well-
walk. To clarify, where would I automatically know where a good vantage point over like
Probably.
the entirety of Archibald's house is?
I would assume. So.
And more specifically, where I could see into the room Archibald is sitting in?
Probably not where he's sitting in. At least the house.
Could I tell him to move to a specific room where I have good visual of the room?
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
Do you do so?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
Yeah, I assume you would also clear the area, make sure no one's sneaking around this place.
Yeah, I should probably roll scan the area for that, I would assume.
Sure.
Make sure there's nobody singing, don't be suspicious.
You don't need to ask a question. I will simply say yes or no if there's anyone sneaking around.
Oh, wait, that was one. That was a 8.
There's no one sneaking around that you can notice.
Is there anybody humming Don't Be Suspicious while very failing?
You are.
You see Pierce walking. He walked up to the door and
Yeah, Patrick, to be fair, you answered
Hello?
the wrong one.
Archibald Monroe, are you here? Please.
Come on in.
I heard police.
Opens the door and walks in. Roll cognition.
Oh, you're screwed.
Well, fortunately, that is 10.
This is one of your test subjects,
What's his name?
Franklin Pierce.
Oh, wait a minute. I should have been paying more attention.
You really should.
No, I don't think he's on your list, but I
Oh.
gave it to you anyway.
What's his name?
Franklin Pierce.
What was his power?
His power is he can make his arms turn into any weapon.
Oh.
Guns specifically.
Oh.
Firearms.
Oh.
Rocket launchers.
Does that include
as
like
such.
literal firearms or?
So,
Okay.
to
You're no
But he
fun.
can make his arms turn into any weapon.
clarify, as soon as he steps in the door, his power is dampened by the power dampener
Uh-huh.
that I have with me that I turned on.
Hello?
Oh, I'm gonna ask or say Archibald, if you want me or Alfonso to intervene, mention some sort of a fruit.
Man, them look like some good cherries over there.
I'm gonna go eat a pomegranate.
I work for the UEG. I was came here to get you. They want to talk to you.
Yes, I remember you.
You remember me? How? I've never met you.
Talk no jutsu him. Talk no jutsu him.
Wait a
Where do you
minute.
go from here, though?
Patrick, shouldn't he know me?
Yes. Roll certain intentions.
I have
You're
a
as fucking at
theory.
They erase his
That's
memories.
a 10.
Talk no jutsu this man.
He's lying.
Ah.
Come on. Wait,
What do you want me to say? That I want to pull out a gun and shoot you in the face? I do. So come with me.
as you wish.
Oh, no. If it was up to me, you'd be dead.
Cinnamon.
But
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's fruit. But Dr. Gearhouse.
Is that name familiar?
So call
Gearhart.
my boss.
Interesting.
He's the leader of the cabal.
The Cabal.
He can tell you more about it. Come on.
All right.
And you walk down the street, which is basically
Dampener.
a straight line to the Eco-Life facility from your house.
He would turn off the power dampener for now.
But it's like
Discreetly.
on his person.
Discreetly. It is on his person.
You walk down. You two, Constance and John Mason, would see Alfonso and Archibald and Pierce walking down the sidewalk over to the Eco-Life facility.
How long has it been?
Not that long.
Oh, that's the.
Oh shit!
I'm just taking a picture because there's a new person.
You're walking down the street.
I didn't fall asleep.
As they're walking down the street, you would see that Pierce looks over at the car and just kind of looks at it for a moment.
Oh, I thought we were kind of tucked away in an alley.
Yeah, that makes it more suspicious if you're just sitting in an alleyway.
Is the car like distinctly, very clearly running?
Yes.
Quick question: Do I
It's also
see...
a poor distinction.
This
The
car goes
moment-
like this when it's on.
The moment I see him looking over, it's like.
Connect the battery.
You can't. It's hot wired. You don't have the keys.
Just gonna turn it off somehow.
You depending on how you hotwire it, you could
Unwire the hot.
unwire the yeah.
Totally nice.
Yeah, you
Did
could
you-
just
does-
unplug
He
the
doesn't.
battery,
You don't
but-
know if he seems to take notes, but he does look at your direction.
Question: Does Alfonso see him looking at the vehicle? Does Alfonso know they are in that vehicle?
No.
Nobody knows
Could
where
I
it is.
duck
It's just
down?
Al's car.
Could I duck down?
Yeah.
Before. Okay.
Alfonso is now
Here.
debating
no,
the
roll
windshield
height
of that
for me.
vehicle. Alfonso's now debating shooting at the vehicle to draw attention to. Al's car. I hate that guy.
So now he should only see John, the guy he already hates.
What do you mean?
Tell me what you're going to do.
Can I roll
Nathan?
in over your head?
Right.
What's that?
You know what that
Yeah.
is. When you would like to quickly escape a situation without being seen, roll plus swift. On a 10+, you succeed and get out of there.
Roll
On a 7 to 9, you
John
escape, but draw attention to
slams
you.
the pedal and we peel out of the alleyway and Peter does not notice.
Completely. And roll.
Roll.
I'm sorry. What happened? Who knows?
I distinctly back up and blow past him, and he's like, huh, must have been a street racer.
Must have been the wind.
I'm sorry. What happened
I
to
too
me?
took an arrow.
I missed why you're.
Pierce noticed the car, and then they're immediately like, "Shit, fuck."
And they're
The only
dipping.
reason I think this is funny because every time I've rolled this, I've been noticed.
Can I? No, I don't think there's a way I can physically help him here.
Just
Oh baby!
All right. Is that,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On a 7 to 9, you escape, but draw attention to you.
Wait, wait.
Spend a token.
yeah, you
What
do.
if I roll assist?
No,
I'll burn a token to make it a
Thank
tie.
God.
it's a 10.
Okay.
No, it's like slowly back into the alleyway.
He forgot to take the handbrake off, so he literally just.
They just slowly
Loud
rolling back off.
squeaking noise because the brakes are really bad. Just-
He just looked for a moment.
Just yells, "Get your brakes fixed!"
Must have been the wind.
Turns Archie. Must have been the wind. So you get to the Ecolab facility. You see all these cars and the vans out front.
Archibald, once you get to the facility, we won't be able to support you.
I'm moving so I can get a better view of
He
the
did not
facility.
say anything. He did not.
Do I
respond to
need
that.
to roll hide from view for that action? No.
Not particularly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop following at a point where I would be discovered, because at some point they would just
It'll
see that I'd
be
following.
too suspicious.
What do you mean by you may? As
You
in,
may
I.
roll. If you fail, you will bring attention, but they can't really notice you right now.
Okay, but I don't need to roll.
No.
Okay, good. I'm not
So,
going to.
Archie, you go
I have
inside.
a +5, but still not going to.
Yes, I do.
You know this building like the back of your hand. You've been
Yes,
here many
I
a time.
do.
It's a lot fancier now with all the new stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
Pierce leads you through, and you see Shogun. You see Dr. Furon setting up his own lab. He seems to be a tech guy like you. Pierce leads you into Dr. Gearhart's laboratory. There is a bunch of genetic equipment, all for genetics. And you see Dr. Gearhart with the salamander sitting next to him. He's slowly like petting it a little bit as he's looking at something on a table. Gearhart, got Monroe for you. Ah, good. Thank you. Pierce. Did you shoot him? No, I had restraint. Good. Don't do that. He turns around and looks at you. Please, sit. You seem tense. May I get you a drink?
Water, please.
Bring in some water. It's not. German is I am capable.
Because that sounded like a Jersey accent when he asked for water.
It's because the little bit of Pierce
When you ask
came in
for
there.
water,
When you're switching between accents, sometimes it's not always a smooth transition.
It takes a second to get into it. I am a fan of yours, in a
I
way.
noticed. You.
I quite admire your advances in technology.
Yes, and I see you've improved on one of my designs.
That was not me.
No.
The cage in the center of the city.
Yes.
Some people think it's a bomb. I would not bring a bomb into the most important city in the world. It is assurance.
Yeah. We wouldn't want another crater, would we?
Of course not. You focused on improving the world through technology, reducing the need for specials. I went a different route. Biology, genetics, finding a way to remove specials entirely.
Interesting.
Ability, no longer. Powers, we don't need those anymore. I would like you to help me, Dr. Monroe.
With what exactly?
Removing specials from the equation. I do not want to kill them, but it must be done.
Question. Can we hear this over the radio? Is that word?
No, there's interference.
All right.
Should I make noises?
Just play quiet.
Sphincter.
Their speeches. No.
We just
Why did you say
sphincter?
sphincter?
Because it's a German. It's the most German part of the body.
That sounded racist. Okay.
That has to be one of the strangest I've ever heard.
The most true.
That has to be one of the things I've heard.
Anyway, okay. I have been sent here by President Boyle herself. Me and my cabal. A team set up by Boyle. In order to deal with certain problems that she cannot.
Such as.
This town. There's a sickness in this town. It must be removed.
And that is.
Specials. And the
There are
fact that
specials
this
everywhere.
town seems to generate more than most.
That
I
is
wish to
true.
understand why. Cut it at its roots. I heard about the loss of your former guard, Mr. Strong.
Yes,
How unfortunate.
truly.
Would you like a new one? Or, if you would like, you may hire your own, but I do believe that you require one. You're in more danger than most members. Many people hate you.
Yes, I'm aware.
In my eyes, unjustly so. You did what you must.
But perhaps I went too far. Or at least in the wrong directions.
Too far. You did not go far enough. You were just at the bone of the issue. You just had to break it. The crater, as unfortunate as it was merely a misstep. It is not your fault anymore. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. I cannot bring you into the Cabal, but I can ask for your assistance. Even though Dr. Fioron is quite advanced in the technological aspect, you know more about specials than anyone I know. And if anyone knows how to cut them out, it would be you. Will you help me?
I need more time to determine for certain.
You
But
have
I am
24
open.
hours.
I am open to the idea.
Come back in 24 hours with your decision. If you say no, well, there's not much I can do about that. But I will say I can't protect you anymore after that. I am the only reason Pierce did not murder you when he saw you.
I am not so defenseless as you may believe.
Of course not. I know the technology you hold.
Do you?
Yes. Why would the creator of the Omega armor not have defenses? That would be stupid.
Indeed it would.
No, I do have one more thing to ask you before I let you go. Mind's telling me where Cloud is?
Discern intentions.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes, with the
So-
Matthias.
That's a 9. Does he already know the answer? Does he know that I've been in contact with Cloud?
Does he know you?
Does he know that I know where Cloud is?
Yes. And he knows that you
Aside-
know that he knows that. Your answer will determine the condition you leave this building.
Where was the original like main Cloud base? Not an entity. Not
I think it was across the street from the apartment complex.
like the original one.
That's where
we found the old files.
yes.
I mean, there's the old base across.
We
from-
sweeped that already.
Yes, I believe I heard Nolan Hayes was seen over there a while back.
Yes, Captain Hayes is no longer in charge here.
Where is he? Might I ask?
I do not care.
Is he still around?
I'm sure.
Hmm.
Soon he will be brought into my employ. As unfortunate as that is. As I do not want failures on my crew. So tell me where Cloud is, Mr. Monroe. He looks down at his watch. You have 60 seconds to answer before I start making funeral arrangements.
Who would bother with a funeral for me?
Probably your wife.
Tracy?
Ex-wife.
She's the reason I haven't killed you yet. For betraying the UEG. Are you going to help me? Or do I need to make a martyr?
I'm trying to think of a way out of this.
Give me 1 second.
What?
Set a timer for a minute.
Oh, shoot. All right, guys.
Give it a minute.
We are now.
You have
officially
60
Archie's
seconds.
brainstorming thing. Any ideas? Anyone?
Oh yeah, you can all get in.
Anyone?
On that.
Ideas?
Turn
Archie's
invisible and run.
Kill him.
If it doesn't work out,
Uh,
teleport.
Tell them.
He doesn't have his invisible stuff.
I do not have my invisible stuff. No.
They would have noticed
Um,
that.
So
Ah.
I have.
There's the third
I have with
broken.
me absorption rod, universal battery scanner, door knocker. Door knocker is a
30
valid
seconds.
option here.
Door knocker.
And power negation for
Tell me
all the damn.
You have 28 seconds.
Tell him you're gonna go get a map or a computer file.
You can tell him the old bait,
Didn't he
like
give
the
you
old.
24 hours?
No, the old bunker in the woods. There
Give
were
him
3
the
bunkers
location
and
of a
one that's
random
run
abandoned
down.
building.
Oh, that's right. You can tell him where the
The UEG bunker is.
no, not the UEG one.
No.
The Chimera lab. You can tell him the Chimera.
Tell him to meet him somewhere.
6, 5.
Fine. For a time, they were operating out of the old Chimera Science Lab. Although, as far as I'm aware, they've moved. You can understand why they wouldn't want me, of all people, knowing where they're located.
Roll manipulate someone.
You mean influence their action?
Influence their.
All right.
So
Fortunately,
that's a different game.
fortunately, I have plenty of tokens. All right, so that's charm, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which you're not good at.
All right, so that is a 6. I'll burn 4 tokens, and
Make it a 10.
that's a requirement here.
Is that all your tokens?
Now I'm at 1.
Okay. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll be in touch.
I'm sure.
24 hours.
How can I contact you? Or should I simply wait?
I'll be here.
Yes, that.
I have no reason to leave. Pierce can let you out. Good day. And you leave, and Pierce. Oh, how the mighty fall.
And how the lowly have risen.
Yes, insultingly is the best way to keep you alive. Good idea.
It's too short.
I do not respect those who do not respect me, though I have given you much reason to behave as you did toward me.
Puts his arm around your back and starts like pulling you and pushing you out of the building. I'm just abiding my time. One of these days, no one's gonna care what happens to you. When that happens, you should probably call your wife and say goodbye.
The only reason I'm still alive is because she thinks she can still use me.
Well, I can't wait to prove her wrong. He pushes you out of the. He effectively kicks you as you. Bye. He closes the door. Yes, as soon as he leaves the building.
It's a pretty nice kick.
He's gonna stroll back to his house and then do a whole bunch of teleporting throughout the woods before finally ending up.
All of you go back to the bunker.
Yes.
Yeah, and our beat up station wagon.
Beat up white station wagon.
No, don't drive the station wagon back to the bunker. Drive it out to like Devil's Rock and walk from there.
Yeah, but at Devil's Rock, people can steal my car.
Well, one of the
I know for a fact you've already stolen that car, and I would like to see it trashed.
Also, one of the places he teleports to would be Devil's Rock. And I haven't actually scanned that rock yet, have I?
No.
I'm gonna scan it.
Some material you've never seen before. So, eventually, all of you make it back to the bunker. You find yourselves either wherever you would like to meet in the bunker. That's where all of you are now. Effectively, the gang is back together.
Oh, a gang? Are we the Bloods of the Crips?
You're the Torellians.
Right.
No!
You're the one who sets the bar.
You're fat.
We're getting the gang back together.
Wasn't that a
Phineas and Ferb? Yes.
A question: could I have Zax work on modifying the Infinity Armor when we get back?
Whether he does it is
Well, it seems like your timing was fortuitous.
Does, doesn't it? Weird how that worked out.
Do
Anyway,
I assume I still have absolutely no guess as to what his power is.
Archibald, what was going on with you?
Well, I am being offered a job.
Bye.
Name again?
Gearhart.
Earhart.
Spelled Gerhardt.
Does he happen
I
to be
need
a German man?
That was a question he was asking.
I legitimately
Is he
caught
yes,
Carson
yes,
Bean character for
German.
that.
He is German. He is the head guy of the UEG, the head of the cabal, as they call themselves.
Yep.
What exactly was said inside the bunker?
Well, for one, Pierce, my escort, as it were, is formerly one of the subjects that was under my jurisdiction.
That's why he wants to kill you.
Yes.
But he's a
Another one.
special?
Yes. His ability is he can turn his arms into effectively any weapon.
So there's
He can't generate ammunition though, can he?
Why do you think he has all the power?
That's what I was assuming.
a fate
Weird
outside of
device.
contained special within the UEG.
Batman.
Yeah, you either work for them, which
Nuke.
not every we won't allow everyone to work for them. Yes.
Lightning flames.
You either manage to get hired on, or
Die.
Die hero.
there is always the
Long
option
enough.
of managing to get rid of your power
Don't
somehow.
finish that line. Don't do it,
Too late,
Constance.
did it. Did it!
Damn it.
That was not constant.
Says the guy with connection to.
I've never seen that movie.
What
He's heard. He's heard the line.
What?
The dark
Rises.
Oh yeah. Constance has not heard the line. You're right.
Dark. He is not.
It's Constance.
Right. So then what?
Smart. He can by himself.
Well, Gerhardt told me of his grand plans.
He wants to get rid of specials. Not by killing them. By eradicating... Well,
The potential?
yes.
Nice. That
He's
sounds
a
fun.
genetic specialist.
So, does this have to do with ability?
Was there a German man on the team that was working on you?
I'm not familiar with Gearhart.
So, hold on, I do have a couple questions.
But you are incapable of having a connection, right?
Me? I think I'm already technically connected to something from our tests before, right?
So, to clarify, she would not be part of, or wouldn't belong to the type of thing you're talking about?
At
Ooh.
least he was not involved in her creation in a direct way.
A direct way, okay.
So yeah, I have a question. Every human possesses some level of ability, correct?
Every human born after the fracturing event.
So it's a byproduct of.
He wasn't
But-
born
Most
after.
likely.
So, I guess my question is it possible to remove? Because you explain that ability is like additional DNA information inside people, right?
Of a sort, yes.
So, is it possible to remove that from people?
Yes. However, it is very... At
He
present, it
offered
is
to remove
very
the connection
dangerous.
you had when you first got it.
He also removed it from you when you
Removing-
first got it.
Removing non-ability-based powers is far easier than removing ability-based powers, and much less dangerous.
Yeah, my connection is not genetic based.
Yes.
Currently.
I guess currently, yeah.
And that
'Cause, you know,
offer
it
does
used to
still
be.
stand.
Yeah, we'll see about
I
that.
understand that the darkness is not pleasant to be connected to.
Regardless of what their goal is, does that change our goal?
No, but I think it gives us actually an aim here. So you said Gearhart is a genetic specialist, right?
Yes.
So I think it's reasonable to assume that he's going to be somehow working with how ability functions in people.
Okay.
And you said he wants to remove the potential for connections to form.
Is that an accurate? Yeah. All right.
So
Yes.
if we know that people at one point did not possess ability and were still fully human, and have only since the fracturing started to possess ability.
But people had abilities before the
Right,
crack.
non-genetic based connections. But
Yes,
I
those
think
were, from what I understand, mostly artificial.
either his goal or a step towards his goal seems to be removing ability from the equation.
So what does that mean for us?
I don't know.
Well, I
It
mean, for you,
means that-
nothing. But
For one, the UEG is going to be, well,
were there
we
any...
have two and a half specials.
The UEG was already wanting to kill all of us.
Yeah.
Question. Were there any other conditions attached to you getting an occupation working with your hard?
Yeah, what exactly was said on that front?
He asked me to sell out location of Cloud.
Alright, did you?
I
Not gonna
managed to
judge
fool
you,
him.
because I'm going to assume there was a lot of threats involved in this process. You know, UEG. You know.
Yes, he informed me that my cooperation on that matter determined the state in which I would be leaving the building.
Ah, yes, classic.
However, I was fortunately able to fool him. I know that there was some sort of disruption in our communications. I am uncertain whether my teleportation could have pierced that barrier. However,
Get
I
it
was able to
pierced
fool
because
him.
the guy's name was Pierce. Sorry.
On the unfortunate side, I did inform them of the Chimera lab, the old one.
There wasn't any computers in there, right? To clarify.
Nothing functional. We looked through that.
Right. Well,
Maybe should have taken Williams for a spin through that one.
Since they have an express interest in this town now, not only with that containment thing outside town hall, but also in eco life, we should probably do our best to, at some point down the line, prevent them from utilizing those things, right? I mean, the
I'd
containment for sure needs to go.
Yes. However, yeah, as far as currently, so if it was a situation in which you could be employed there, as nice as it would be to have someone in the inside, the fact that they were willing to currently threaten your life and knows about your previous involvements makes it seem like that opportunity really isn't one that would be very helpful to us. Do you agree? Because if they know what you were involved in before, and they already are trying to threaten to kill you, they can't be trying to start a good working relationship.
Which happens to
On the
be-
contrary, that's effectively
It's as good as your
at the highest level, at the higher levels of the UEG. That's more or less the best deal you can get. You either keep going upward, or
someone kills you
you
to
don't
take your
leave
place.
the UEG intact.
So I guess the question is it worth the risk of having you maybe on the inside and giving the information we currently have away?
I assume you'd be
for-
assigning you a bodyguard.
They offered to assign me a bodyguard, or to allow me to hire my own.
But you
They
take-
strongly recommend that one way or another I have a bodyguard.
Yeah, and you could take me with you as a bodyguard. You can't take her, you know,
Regardless,
science experiment. You can't take those two because they went up and interacted with them. All I did was ask the guy for a cigar.
Excuse me. Is Zach's over the corner?
Yes.
You're ex-UEG. They would know you.
Not if I'm wearing Infinity armor.
and we shouldn't
They
put
would
two
know you.
people in that room anyway. Putting
They might know
Archibald in the first
you. They
place
wouldn't know you.
is essentially
They would. He went up and interacted with him.
we're essentially
Yourself.
sacrificing Archibald if we send him over there. Like, we can't expect Archibald to continue to. They could kill him at any point in that area.
Yeah, I think whatever's done, we all do from our side of the fence.
And to be fair, yes, they might recognize me as former UEG, but that wouldn't set the alarm off on them. He is also former UEG that they'll be
Actually-
hiring.
One of you might work because ex-UEG at least means
Background.
that you have some background.
But the risk that X has pointed out still isn't mitigated. There's no guarantee
Oh, of
that if we
course
send Archie in there, that Archie walks out alive.
It's basically a walking
Much
time
less
bomb.
his bodyguard,
Eventually,
which
it'll
they'll
go
also just kill. Like, there's too many people in that facility for one bodyguard to make a difference anyway.
And even if he did have a bodyguard, it'd be one they gave him.
No,
He
they
could
gave him the
choose his
offer to
own,
hire
but
his own.
that
I
would
doubt
only
it.
put one of us at risk.
I don't think that.
I make my
I don't
profession
suppose that Zax is willing or able at this moment to
I'm
disguise
more than
himself as a
willing,
human.
though. I'm not sure I'd be a good fit.
I also wouldn't be comfortable
Yes.
turning Zax over to them.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot of
Oh, absolutely
material
not.
that we don't. wanna
However,
give
I
them.
do believe that he would be the most likely to be able to avoid detection. However, also the most risky.
Yeah, I don't even honestly, given how important Archie is to this group as a whole, I don't know if it's even worth Archie alone going in there.
I
For
have
limited
24 hours
information.
to make a decision. And as he said, after if I decline his offer, he can no longer protect me.
Though that just puts you in the same place you were before today.
No, no, it doesn't.
I mean, you
Because now the situation is worse. I have been
He would be branded
aware
a traitor and
this
made
was
a
going to
target.
happen.
yeah, but you were a traitor like 3 months ago too.
It was unconfirmed.
now
It
they're
was a
here.
suspected.
They
No,
were
it is.
preparing before. Now they are here. They have plans for if I say no. They will not let me walk away.
True.
So just don't go to say. Just don't say no.
Or are you any safer if you say yes?
Yes.
I would argue that the safety you get from being hard to find is as good or better than the safety you get from being killed on a whim from them.
Well, more specifically, this question shouldn't be about safety. Our lives, the way we've chosen them, are innately not safe. We're gonna have to deal with that. The advantage going with them gives us is a lot of information. We get to know
Allegedly,
when they're
a lot.
planning for something because he gets tasked with doing stuff.
There's no guarantee that we actually get any useful information out of this. And even if Archie does, there's no guarantee that he can get it to us.
But there is a guarantee they'll get information from him.
Yes.
If I am with him due to the suit's connection to Williams, I could probably still communicate with the bunker. So if you guys are here, I could most likely get information in and out to you.
Right. But I'm more concerned about how they would be handling his communication. I doubt they'd let him go around with... I doubt they would let him walk in and out with any form of communication device.
I
Also,
don't
by
think they
keeping-
particularly care as long as I accept.
They...
All they need to know is
There's
his
basic
communication device
interference.
goes to my helmet. I am his security guard. I will be in contact with him at
And
all times, regardless
furthermore-
of situation.
I think they're half surprised that I didn't walk in full armor.
Maybe, but even if all of that were the case, having a communication between us and them would make it much more likely that we get found.
Yes, yes.
Right now, we at least are in a place that's we can assume is unknown.
His axe.
Yes.
I can borrow your computing power here for a second. What do you think the chances of tracing Archibald back to this location are if he were to accept their deal and go work?
Oh, there's no way for them to find this location.
They could just follow one of us here. Nolan did it.
No, Nolan was told by the shadow thing. That's different because
Which
it was
did.
which had been here because it was possessing Catherine, who's standing right there. But anyway,
I think what we would get out of Archibald working with them, we could get out... I think we could get that same information with a lot of the tools that we already have. Stealth suits.
Yes, but stealth suits have a limited usefulness against enemies that are aware of them.
and as far as I'm aware, these stealth suits don't do shit for infrared. So
I guess it's fine. Archibald, you're an inventor, right? One of the foremost in your field.
Yes.
That is a big token on our side.
I assume you could probably work out a suit that would manage to get us inside.
I could certainly work out a much more sophisticated suit at this point.
So, I agree. I agree with Constance here. I think that by staying a step away from them, not putting ourselves directly... I mean, we don't have many people to spare on this kind of stuff. I think staying as far from them as we can while also managing to get information is probably better than putting ourselves uncomfortably close.
Not to mention any tools that we would have coming from Archibald. We just couldn't get from him anymore. I mean,
And if we're
Luigi
confident,
would control his life at that point.
and if you are confident that this is a place that they couldn't trace us back to, Archibald staying here would be infinitely safer.
And so, what? I'll never go outside?
I mean, not until we know what we're doing.
or until you replicate the Eugene shape shifting stuff.
Yeah, I feel like this is a small price to pay for being a traitor.
Which you would end up going out. I mean, it would be similar to the way we were before. We didn't leave the bunker unless we had a mission to do.
So it appears you must find a mission.
We do still need to figure out what they're
The
planning
current
to do.
objective is stay alive.
Yeah. So actually, there are a few things that people mentioned that needed to be talked about before. You mentioned you had something you needed to tell John.
Oh yeah. That's probably better for a private conversation.
Right. Yeah, as
You're
far
gonna
as
hate
the
me after I
new
tell you
thing in the town square, we'll need to figure
No,
out
I can
who
do it.
is in that and what we can do about the containment. And we'll need to know what they're planning on doing at the new base. So we need information gathering on the base. We need information gathering on the containment facility. And yeah, we obviously need the tech to be upgraded to the point, like, if you're worried that our suits won't protect us, then we'll need better stealth gear.
And if they're more equipped with better defenses, then we'll need weapons.
Also, if they're running active facilities around town and they've made it obvious that this is going to escalate to a fight, right? There's no way that we can handle this without getting physically involved, do you think? Because if that's the case,
In theory, if we stay out of sight, there won't be a conflict. However, in practice, while we may be hidden, Cloud is not.
so I say that in the meantime, we consider taking the fight to them. If we can manage to pick off some of their more physically inclined agents while they're not all grouped together, it would mean a much easier fight for us whenever things come to a head.
Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt with you. We could probably deal with Pierce, but that samurai guy, that gave me a feeling that I don't want to be near him.
Okay, so we save him until we have more information.
Then a heck of a lot more oomph.
However, if we can
Hey, you
manage
knocked that
to,
over, by the way.
even
case
if we
you
could
didn't
manage
notice.
to kill the scientists, then that would set them back in those ways.
True.
And Pierce obviously has a thing against Archibald anyway, and seems to be a bit of a loose cannon.
Yeah, we should.
The quicker we can kill him, the better.
Yeah, we should.
I don't think taking out the scientists is going to set them back that far. I mean, that suit that samurai was wearing is far above anything we've ever seen produced by the UEG, which either means they've got somebody who's a heck of a lot better than you, no offense.
Also, it has to be Numium, doesn't it?
Not necessarily.
But I feel like the
Had
only
some
To your
purple
goggles,
aura.
it was maroon, yes?
Yeah, that only means parts of it have to be.
right, but I feel like the only reason that they're rolling
Not
out this
all.
military red carpet is to protect their very
But also to
valued
clarify,
scientists.
he himself also had a power on top of that.
Yes. Blood red, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the genetic thing is their goal. So if we could kill the scientists, it would set them back in their primary goal of whatever they're doing with genetics.
No, their
More-
primary goal here is the president needs them to control this town.
Which,
Hey.
the more of them we kill, the less control they'll obviously have.
You might
And the more desperate that she'll begin to get.
You guys might think this is a stupid idea. We could also just fuck with all of their genetic samples by giving them a sample of his blood.
We would not want them to have any more information on him than we currently have.
Yeah, but his blood can't be replicated.
Yeah, but they would
It
know
is
of him.
100%
Yeah,
pure ability as far
I
as we
think
can
John
tell.
is a bit of an
right?
ace in our sleeve that we keep
That would just
for as
fuck
long
up.
as possible.
Yeah.
Just
I would like to discuss the thing with him on camera if it's
Yeah.
possible.
But I do want to talk, John. You signed to me earlier that Cloud did something involving an explosion.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't know about that.
Yeah,
they kind of blew
they-
up one of the big labs.
Yeah.
It's kind of gone.
Their
They-
labs?
They blew up the I believe it's the Spartan facility, one of the biggest UEG facilities in the country.
When?
Yeah.
A few months ago.
Okay. Do we know how active they've been in the area since?
I
None.
haven't interacted with them at all.
None,
I know,
as far as I know.
They
Would
probably cut
Catherine
noise.
have input
Yeah.
on this?
Well, we
specific
should
topic?
assume that they don't know anything about what's happening. yet.
Catherine is off the corner, unable to help with any of this conversation.
What is she doing?
And then you bring up the Cloud thing, and she's like, I have communication with Cloud, but I have no idea anything about that. I didn't know they were capable of doing that.
Okay. Well,
Why
We
surprise?
should find more
They're
information on
capable
that,
of
then.
doing that.
Yeah.
I do know that Eugene is held up with Matthias at that big at the Project Enigma base. You might be able
Yeah.
to get his help.
yeah.
We should
We're already
probably
there.
send him a heads up.
He already has one.
Yeah, we do need to contact Cloud and tell them that things are going on in Entity Point.
Mayor Myers,
That do not
when he
happen
pulled me
anywhere else.
into the office, he let me know that he already informed the
Cloud.
base. Yeah, he already
Okay.
informed them.
Well, either way, we should establish contact with them just so they know who's here and who's working with them. But yeah, the sooner we can get more people working here, the more easy this becomes.
Right.
We'll discuss more about planning off screen for now. And you wanted to go do something with
Okay, so
John specifically.
John,
Basically, he takes John off to the side.
you know how you appear as like fractured glass, which is something that's impossible, right? which is only theoretically possible because you're a science experiment, which allows you to do stuff that is also impossible for someone to do, like rewriting existence. Here's an antique shop in this town that has an axe or hammer, axe on the wall, and when I looked at it, it was entirely fractured glass.
As well as,
Do it.
as well as the guy's eye under his iPad.
Oh, that was also fractured glass. As well as the guy who runs the thing under his eye patch, also it had fractured glass in it, and there were a couple of other things that were very, very like they had, if I remember correctly, a sword that had the same energy as the stuff that Daniel
A
designed
dagger?
to kill gods.
A dagger with paint and a cane with that was like static.
And they had a staticky thing, which is the same thing that the not dead guy, the first mayor of Entity Point, has.
None of that is supposed to exist.
Yeah,
Where was it?
I'll
What
tell him worth it.
Timeless trinkets.
have I ever been there?
Probably once or twice.
More specifically, when I asked him how he got his hands on the axe, he said it has always been in his family hands, which means, in theory, it's possible that after the end is when that axe came into existence, but because it's connected to the end, similar to how your ability works, it made itself having always existed.
So, it's like
It's potentially like you, except for an inanimate object. We should probably figure out what to do with that. That's a you problem.
okay.
I would like to help you. I don't know how to, so I'm gonna just leave that there. I'm gonna go get Zax to do some stuff for me really quick, because I need some upgrades to this here armor. Pretty, badly.
So,
with the cabal being established in City Point, Archibald has 24 hours to come to a decision. Plans are being made. And with that, we will end the first episode of City Point Next Generation Season 2. Thank you for watching.